Uh-huh. To re or not to re-subscribe? That is the question. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Hello, everyone. I have awakened from my slumber. Is everyone doing all right?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have seen Has Been Hotel. It's pretty good.
Well, hello there.
Well, thanks, King of Nymphs. That's very nice of you. Got some interesting videos I cobbled together for you.
That's my bio. Uh-huh.
Interesting as in we're gonna learn some shit. Every time you come to a zone out, you leave with a bit more knowledge in your brain. What is my favorite PlayStation 4 game? I own a PlayStation 4 and I only have one game for it, so... Give another award to Hideo Kojima. My favorite song is the Critters theme. Like, follows me everywhere. I'm sorry, what's anime? Do people say that about you when you talk to them? That they're impressed with your moving and animation?
I'm sensing a disturbance in the space-time continuum.
Sorry, is Zonton here? Better go find her, still negative, while you have the chance.
How to make a video letter, from basic camera work to actual shooting.
Finally, I really need to learn this.
Operating the JVC compact video movie is simplicity itself. Anyone can use it to shoot really impressive pictures. Everyone likes to have vivid visual memories of their family and to keep them for as long as possible.
That was fun. Did you see yourself? Remember when you were being silly like that?
Of course, it's a pleasure to shoot interesting
Look at this
subjects and
lovely
scenes,
family.
But it's even better to be able to play back one's own movies in the way only video makes possible.
What you doing, Mom? I'm getting this tape ready to send to your grandmother. This is the one we took last week when we were camping.
Grandma doesn't know how to
I
play
think
tapes,
she's really
Mom.
going to enjoy this. It was a lot of fun.
A video movie also makes a wonderful gift for friends and relations. If you send a tape to your grandmother far away, for instance, you can give her all sorts of detailed visual information that can't easily be conveyed in a letter.
What if you accidentally send your sex tape? Remember to label your tapes properly, kids.
And any grandmother would be delighted to receive such a tape, wouldn't she?
If you love something,
Oh, I
let it
bet
go.
she would.
If it resubscribes, then that's
And of
great.
course, you'd want
Three
to make
more,
your video
Cecilia.
as fun to look at as possible, so she'd know how you really
It's a
feel
brand
about
new
it.
baby boy. Bio.
Actually, making a video letter is very
Grandma,
simple.
you're a
All
fucking
you have to do
bitch.
is
I made this
master
tape
a
just
few
to tell you that.
basics of shooting. The basic techniques will make your video letter much more interesting to look at. Let's take a look at some of them. Basic camera work. Let's start with how the camera should be held. Relax your shoulders and make yourself comfortable. Place your eye right up against the viewfinder and hold the camera steady.
Take a
With your
couple
left hand,
swigs of your
support
drink.
the camera so that it doesn't move while you're operating it with your right hand. That's it.
Make sure
Now you're
to
holding the
zoom
camera
in
steady.
on the genitals as to take a close look at the action. Hold that camera steady, everyone.
When you need to move while holding the camera or shoot a subject which moves unpredictably, keep both your eyes wide open. Stable picture. This way of holding the camera is wrong and will cause the picture to tilt.
Yeah, but
A
what if
tilted
you want
picture
that?
is
What the fuck?
unstable
That
and
looks
always
cool.
looks wrong. A useful tip for keeping the camera level is to find vertical and horizontal lines in the shooting field and just follow them.
But I want my video to look like a
To
cool
keep the
skater
camera
video.
stable, hold it firmly without moving your body, or else try to place it on a level surface. Image size. Another important factor is the size of your images. If part of the face or body is left outside the frame, the result is an unattractive picture. As
Two
much as
kids
possible, you should
eating
try
a
to
fucking
shoot
hot dog
lively
isn't a
expressions
very
or
attractive
figures in
picture
action,
anyway,
and choose an image
sir.
size which suits that particular subject. Remember not to include unnecessary elements in the picture which might distract the viewer from the main subject.
Negative
Camera
space is cool. Fuck you.
Now try moving the camera as you shoot so as to add variety and movement to the scene. Start off by moving the camera sideways.
God, I love her mom
Keep
jeans.
the lower half of your body steady and decide in advance the first and last scenes of your sequence. Okay, now you're ready to start shooting. Don't move the camera too quickly or too slowly, but try to settle on a speed that's comfortable and natural. Starting and
Welcome to
stopping are
hell.
especially important. Try to start slowly and stop slowly. When you start shooting, count for a few
Dad,
seconds before
you
you move
suck
the
at
camera.
fishing, dude.
Then when you stop moving the camera, count for a few seconds more before you stop shooting. When panning the camera to follow a moving subject, keep some space in the frame ahead of the subject.
Are they gonna
the
throw that
picture
child
looks
in the
natural.
water? Imagine telling your children, no, 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 no. I fucked up the panning of this. I need you to walk back.
The same technique can be applied to vertical and oblique panning as well. The JVC compact video movie can zoom in and out on the subject without your having to change your shooting position. But this zoomed picture looks all wrong, doesn't it? While you're learning, the trick is to compose your zoomed-in picture in the viewfinder first, and then zoom in on the subject afterwards. When you start shooting, zoom slowly at first and then pull up. Now that looks
I don't
just
know, this
fine.
kid's kind of weird looking. Perhaps zoom out when it comes to the child.
Remember that what matters most in movie making is to create a true representation of the scene you want to see or show to others. So take care not to blur the zoomed-in subject or zoom in on it too fast. Now that we've gone through the techniques of camera operation, let's turn to explaining how video programs are created.
Get your guns, kids. Oh, wait. What? What is this?
Making a video movie is just the same as writing a letter. First, you
A
have to
video
decide on your
movie?
subject. Then work out your angles, image sizes, and camera movements. Plus, of course, how long each sequence will be. With these points in mind, let's start shooting.
Cool hairstyle, kiddo.
Today's Jesse's 3rd birthday, and we're having a birthday party for him. Happy birthday.
Mic up your fucking family, dude.
Here's a full frame shot of a birthday party. Making the picture take up the whole frame can convey
This is the saddest
atmosphere of
birthday
the
party
scene
I've
at
ever
once.
seen in my life.
To show expression vividly, try a close-up of one of the main characters. Change the image size from time to time and continue shooting at a good, lively tempo.
Button up your shirt. It's too sexy for this video. Flowers,
As you
cool.
can see, we have lots of Jesse's friends here today to help celebrate his birthday.
She forgot his
Jesse's
name.
turning
She
3
was
today,
like,
and he's getting to be such a big
we've-
boy. We hope that you'll be
It's,
able to be with us next year.
that child's 3 years old.
His birthday.
Good thing you got him a fruit plate.
Say hi, Granny.
Sure.
Say hi. Can you wave?
But she's in the room. She's just sitting off to the side, watching them film. She's like, I would like to participate. No, 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 Grandma, this is a video for you.
A family trip is one of those important events that everybody wants to remember.
Okay, here we are in beautiful Asakusa Temple in downtown Tokyo. Oh, it's really great to be here.
Oh shit, we went to
Jane,
Japan.
Turn around and wave to the camera. Hello. Hi, how are you doing? Oh, they're gonna walk down the alleyway of Asakusa Temple here and go sightseeing.
Uh-huh.
One useful technique is to shoot the family while they're all walking along. A track shot like this is a good way to convey the atmosphere of a scene. But just shooting the family members from the back isn't interesting at all.
Zoom in on
Make
mom's
sure you
fat
get a
ass.
photo and shoot from the front so as to include their faces. When you see something interesting on an occasion like this, make sure you include it in your movie. This helps the viewer to understand what was exciting about the scene when you play the tape back. It also adds rhythm to the pictures and gives a touch of creativity to your video letter.
Oh yeah, this is really exciting.
Today's visit to Asakusa was great fun for all the family. Back at the hotel, they gathered together watching the video. This video camera can be easily connected to a TV for playback.
Damn, that's fancy as fuck.
The tape's now ready to be sent off to Granny.
If you can afford a trip to Japan for your entire family, you could probably afford to go see your grandma.
And learning the knack of knowing what
The truth is, you don't love her.
That way you can hold on to vivid memories of important or enjoyable events and occasions wherever and whenever they take place. So now you've got the hang of how to make a
Look
video
at her,
letter that
she's
the
so
viewer will
lonely.
really enjoy.
She lives in a plain white room with television and nothing else.
Any happy occasion from daily life, a party, a journey. The number of subjects and opportunities is unlimited.
Grandma sends a letter back and it's
hello
like,
there.
please send food.
And by
I keep
conveying
trying to
your
eat these
feelings and
VHS
impressions in
tapes,
a
but
video letter,
they don't
you
provide
can really
too much
stay
nutrition.
close to friends and relations who live far away.
I pull out the tape and try to eat it like spaghetti, but it's not the same. Back at it again, folks. What is our favorite news team up to? Jake is finally back. Oh, Jake, I missed you.
Oh.
Good morning, Stephen.
You need some attention,
Are you
Steve.
all right?
Hi, Jake. Yes, I'm fine. I'm just a little tired.
Late night last night, huh?
Still wearing that
Partying,
same shirt,
dancing, what
huh?
was it?
The baby.
Putting a
wakes up
sweater
every
over
3
doesn't
hours.
help,
At
Stephen.
11, 2, and 5. When the alarm clock goes off at 7, I'm too tired to get up.
Every 3 hours. Why?
This dude
Because
fucks.
he's
Just
hungry.
think about that. He had a
Can't you
baby.
just leave a bottle of milk next to his bed?
Oh my god,
Peter
Jake.
isn't old enough to feed himself. He's only 2 months old.
Jake, you're
When will he be
so
old enough to feed himself?
stupid.
In a few years.
A few years?
I
Would you
was
tell
never
me
a
wait till
baby.
morning?
I popped out of
Old
my
enough to
mom's
understand
pussy.
what
I was
people say.
15 years old. Fed myself,
Poor
clothed
Steven, you need to
myself,
drink lots
got a
of
job
coffee.
at this fucking place.
Usually, I rush to work without any breakfast.
I'm a
at
news
all.
anchor, Steven.
Ann
We
and
don't
I
have
are too
time to
busy
be
keep
babies.
regular meals. We're even too busy to go grocery shopping.
You must be glad to come to the office where it's quiet.
Oh, no. I hate to leave the baby for more than a few hours.
Oh, Stephen, by the way, I forgot. I have a gift for Peter.
You do?
Yeah, wait here, I'll get it. Open it, Stephen. It's the perfect gift for a baby boy.
This is nice of you, Jake. It's a book. About baseball?
Isn't it great? He'll learn all about baseball. We can take him to the park and practice.
It's a great gift, Jake. But Peter is too young to read, and he's too young to play baseball. He isn't even old
Peter
enough to crawl.
Is a fucking idiot.
When will
He
he be old
can't
enough
read.
to play baseball?
In a few years.
Show him the book anyway. Tell me what he says when he sees it.
I love
Hey,
that Jake has no
Peter
idea
isn't
how
old enough to
babies
talk.
work.
He's a baby. You know about the news, Jake, but there's a lot you
Jake's
need to
like,
learn
I'm a
about
baby.
babies.
I can talk and read, kind of.
Okay, Maria, I understand. Our next feature story is about the Stanford Museum and Nature Center. Maria, are you sure this story is interesting enough to be on Hello America?
We got a lot of letters and phone calls about our first story on the Nature Center.
Okay, fine. Goodbye, Maria.
Goodbye forever.
Farm life, baby pigs. This story isn't big enough to help my career. I want to cover world events. I want to do another story on Abbott Larkin. A story on farm life is really too boring to spend my time on. I have an idea. I think I have a very good idea. Hi, Connie. How are you?
Hi, Jake. I'm fine. This sandwich is too big to finish.
Hey, thanks for
sandwich?
sticking around.
Zone
Oh,
love.
Jake, eat the sandwich.
Maria wants a story
It looks
on
delicious.
farm life in the late 1700s.
Farm life? What a great story. I'd like to do a story about a farm.
You would?
I grew up on a farm. I love farms.
We got another one.
Well,
Too bad I'm working on a story about hotels. I'm too busy to help you with this farm story.
it isn't too late to talk to Maria. If it's okay with her, would you like to work on the farm story?
The story isn't big enough to have 2 reporters working on it, Jake.
But it sounds perfect for you, Connie.
No, it's your story. Besides, I have a story.
Connie, when was the last time you were on a farm?
A long time ago. Too long ago to remember. Could be fun.
Well, tomorrow you're going to the farm. I'm going to talk to Maria.
Okay, I'll go. Now I am too busy to sit here. I have to go and do some research. Goodbye, Jake.
Bye, Connie.
I'm too busy.
Well,
I
that's
have
too
to eat
easy
this
to be true.
sandwich.
But Connie really is happy to do the farm story. Great. Now I'm free to do another interview with Abbott Larkin. No baby pigs for me.
He just hates babies. That's okay, Jake. We don't need to have any.
have some nice pictures here to show you.
What's wrong? Is it the TV or the video camera?
Maybe I forgot to put film in the camera.
Mike, you never make a mistake like that.
There's always a first time. Ah, here's the problem.
Oh, look. I'm homesick already.
Tell me, Connie, how was it growing up on a farm? Was it fun?
Fun? Mostly it was a lot of work. Our day started very early. My mother made breakfast before the sun came up. My brother and sister and I always did chores before we left for school.
What chores did you do in the morning?
We had to make our beds as soon as we got up. We also had to feed the animals.
So your mother made breakfast for you, and you made breakfast for the animals.
Right.
Did your whole family work on the farm?
Yes, everyone pitched in. My father did most of the heavy work. He did the plowing. My mother did the housework. She also did the yard work. She took care of the garden.
Did your family make a good living on the farm?
We didn't make a lot of money, but we did well enough. We had to do without a lot of things, like a TV.
What'd you do at night?
My brother and I did the dishes in the evening. Then we did our homework. It was a quiet life. I miss it sometimes.
Well, then come on. Let's get to that farm. I wonder how they lived on farms years ago. How did they do the laundry without washing machines?
How did they do the ironing without electricity?
How did they make phone calls without telephones?
Come on, let's find out. I made an appointment to interview someone at 3.
How do they make phone calls without telephones?
A good journalist always does his homework. I've been reading all the newspapers. I've been making phone calls all day. I'm doing my best to find out about Abbott Larkin. I'm giving it my best shot, but so far I haven't made any progress. I did a good job with the story about the merger of International Computer and NIT.
Are you talking to yourself?
I'd like to make an appointment to speak with Abbott Larkin. Connie's been at the farm a long time. I passed up that story. I hope I didn't make a mistake. I hope I did the right thing.
Swift, and today Hello America is visiting a restored New England farm. A few years ago, this old barn was falling apart. The question, what to do about it? Many people thought the barn was too old to restore. Others thought it wasn't important enough to save. The Stanford Nature Center thought the barn was too important to lose, and they did a good job of restoring it. Brad Burnham is assistant director here. I can see you did your best to keep the original features.
Yes, we did.
Why did you save the barn?
It was too good to lose.
It looks wonderful.
We did our best to restore it. I think we did a good job fixing it.
Life on this farm 200 years ago was difficult. The men did the farm work, they did the plowing. The women did the housework. They did the cooking, they did the cleaning, they made the clothes. If the children were big
All
enough
of my
work,
favorite
they
things
fed
to
the
do.
animals. In the summer, the women did the laundry in the pond. But in the winter, it was too cold to do the laundry there. They had to heat water over a fire. To do the ironing, they heated an iron.
I don't know why,
fire.
but cleaning clothes in a
Meals,
pond
they made
doesn't
a fire
seem
inside an
good.
iron stove. The men and the women had to do all their work before sunset. After the sun went down, it was too dark to do farm work or housework. They used oil lamps. And that's how the children did their homework. They did their compositions with ink pens. If they made a mistake, they had to do their homework
They get
all
fucking
over
beaten to
again.
death.
Life wasn't easy then, was it? Do your family a favor this weekend. Visit the farm. You don't need to make reservations. You don't need to make an appointment.
Hey guys,
Just make a phone
are you
call
ready
check
to
the
go
opening and
to
closing
the farm?
times. This is Connie Swift reporting for WEFL.
You know that farm?
You did a
We're
good
just
job
gonna
on
go
that
to
farm
it.
story.
I'm making plans to go back to the center this weekend on my day off. Maybe you and Ann would like to come with me. You can bring the baby.
No, the baby isn't old enough to go to the farm. And Ann and I are too busy to go.
Too busy to take a Saturday afternoon off?
If we go out on Saturday afternoon, when will we do the grocery shopping? When will I do my exercises?
Come on, just a couple of hours.
We also have to...
I don't want
make
to
appointments
fucking
with
go to the
babysitters.
farm.
And when will we make
Stop.
dinner and do the dishes?
I'm sorry, Stephen.
Snow Dad's
I
better
think you
than
are
No
too
Dad.
busy to take an afternoon off.
Wait.
Buy a dishwasher, Steven. So you could go to the fucking farm, dude.
How can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Steven.
Oh my god, Jake.
I'm sorry I woke you up.
What do you want, dude?
Before the baby was born, I used to work all day without feeling sleepy. I didn't used to take a nap at lunchtime.
I know that feeling,
I'm
but I
going
don't
jogging
have
during
any
my lunch break. Come
children,
with me.
Steven.
I used to jog, but I don't anymore.
You may
Why
just
don't
be
you bring your
getting
running
old,
shoes tomorrow? We'll take a
sir.
run.
I will. What did you leave on my desk?
An idea for a business story on Abbott Larkin.
Jake, there's a business story.
Seriously,
Maria
why does
and
Steven
I
always
would
wear that
like you to-
fucking shirt?
There is?
It's about Stanford.
It's
a
really,
corporate
it's
center now, but it
been 9
didn't used to be.
episodes.
It used to be a farm village.
Why can't they give him
After
another
that,
shirt?
Many companies built their factories here.
But most of the factories aren't here anymore.
Exactly. Find out which companies used to have their factories here and which companies still do.
It sounds interesting, but I'd like to do another story on Abbott Larkin.
I know, Jake, but do this story first.
Okay, I'll get started right
They
away.
give him other sweaters.
I'll
They
bring my
won't give
running
him
shoes
another
tomorrow.
shirt.
Let's meet for a jog at noon, okay?
Great. And I'll
Who
have
is this
something for you
man?
tomorrow.
Who is this actor? I need to contact him and ask him why.
Today, Stanford is a corporate center with lots of skyscrapers and modern office buildings, but it didn't used to be. At one time, it used to be a farm village. Later, it became an industrial city.
Yes, Jake, I know, but how did it become an industrial city?
Industries,
In
Karen.
1869,
I don't remember
the
her
Yale
name.
Town Lock Factory opened in Stanford, and the Yale factory changed Stanford overnight.
Why?
Because almost everyone in Stanford used to work at the Yale factory. Did you know that people used to call Stanford the Lock City? That's because Yale had its factories here.
We got another
Does Yale
one.
still have a factory in Stanford?
No, not anymore.
Does Yale still make locks?
Yes, but not in Stanford.
What other companies used to have factories in Stanford?
Blickensdorfer? They used to make typewriters.
That's a
but they don't
lie.
anymore.
That's not a real name.
I know there's a company.
Jake's
that used
throwing
to
in
make
fake
pianos.
information just
Right,
to fuck with
Davenport.
people.
And also Kroger used to make pianos.
Do they still make pianos?
No, not anymore. They both went out of business.
Did any of the factories used to make clothes?
No clothes, but shoes. TB Smart used to make shoes.
What about Pitney Bowes? They used to be in Stanford.
What the fuck are you? What
Yeah,
are these
Pitney Bowes is
words?
still in Stanford. You can see the office building from here.
What does Pitney Bowes make?
Post office machines.
How do you know the name of the
What's this,
company,
Jake?
but you don't know what they make?
These are glass blowers at the Maclet Laboratories.
What are they making?
Glass tubes.
Bongs.
This used to be a big
I
business in
mean-
Stanford.
Glass blowers used to make each tube by hand, one at a time?
That's right.
The
It was hot.
the classic
They used to have
career
air
of
conditioning in these
glass
factories, you know?
blowing a bong.
Tell me, does Maclet still have a factory in Stanford?
No, not anymore.
So we can't film any factories, can we?
No, but the Stanford Historical Museum has exhibits about industrial Stanford. We can film there.
We can? Oh, fantastic. You've done a great job, Jake.
I won't tell if you won't. I spy with my little eye somebody's watching our stream. Yep.
What are you wearing? Jake, you look like someone's mom. What are you doing?
Delicious.
A few months ago, I could jog without any problem.
How long ago? A few months or a few years?
When I was in college, I used to be on the track team. I could run a mile in 5 minutes.
Ah, come on, I bet you couldn't.
Oh, yes, I could. When I was in college, I could swim 10 miles.
Stephen, what happened to you?
Uh-huh.
Well, in those days, I could stay up all night. But
Is
now
that-
I can't.
Is that what you do
Come on,
when you
buddy,
stay
in a
up
month
all
you'll be in great
night?
shape again. You ready?
Give me another minute.
Steven's a fucking
You
party
active?
animal, dude.
Yeah, I used to play football.
Football? Where?
At University of Ohio. I could throw a football pretty well back then.
How far?
Maybe 40 yards. I could kick the ball 50
Oh,
yards.
these boys are so cute.
Yeah, but I hurt my shoulder and I can't play football anymore.
You can still play. You look great.
I broke my shoulder 3 times. I can't throw the ball anymore. I don't like
Welcome to
talk about
hell.
it.
Aw, Jakey.
How's the story on Stanford's economy coming?
Fine. Jim Stewart is interviewing some retired people for me today. Some of
He
them
had
work
to
in
give
the
up on
factories.
his dreams to
Sounds
become a
interesting.
news anchor. Wearing a women's windbreaker.
What could
Hello?
Yale Town produce at the factory in Stanford?
Yale and Town could produce locks, hardware, door closers, and pumps.
How many locks could you make in a day?
We could make thousands of locks a day in Yale and Town.
And what did you do for entertainment? How much did things cost?
Well, I think that we could go to a movie for about a dime. And Saturday they used to have all these, you know, the Goddess and Pearl White.
Right, Marx Brothers and all these different groups that you could really enjoy yourself.
Well, there wasn't too much to do, but we used to go down and watch the circus unload.
What? What is this conversation about? This is why we don't love you, Grandma. This is why we send you tapes. We don't want to hear your stories.
Good morning.
Jesus,
I'm
look at
Jake
that
Shelton,
jaw,
and
dude.
This is Hello America.
He's like a fucking
Today,
cartoon
Stanford
character.
is a city of big office buildings. It didn't used to be. 50 years ago, it was a city of factories. At the Stanford Historical Museum, we looked at all the products that Stanford factories used to make.
I can almost buy a Starbucks with this.
People used to call Stanford the Lock City because this company, Yale and Town Lock, had its factories here.
Jake's the
Yale used to
host.
employ 4 out of 5 people in this town. The company could produce hundreds of locks in a day. They could produce millions in a year. You can't find a typewriter like this anymore, but it used to be the most popular typewriter in the world, and a Stanford company used to make it. This is a postage meter. Pitney Bowes made the first one in 1919. A postage meter can stamp mail automatically, but before 1919,
No
it
way.
didn't used to be so easy. They used to stamp letters by hand in those days. Now they use postage meters. Postal workers could stamp about a dozen letters in a minute with this machine. Shaving didn't used to be so easy.
Jesus, why is he holding me?
Back then, men used to shave by
I
hand.
feel like he's about
They
to
couldn't
snap that
shave in a
man's
hurry.
neck.
Then Jacob Schick invented the electric razor. Today, men use electric razors and they can shave quickly and easily. The Schick factories used to be in Stanford, but they aren't here anymore.
They left our shitty town.
Stanford workers used to make most of the
We're
world's glass
fucking
tubes.
garbage.
At Maclet Laboratories, glass blowers used to make thousands of them every day. A good glass blower could make a glass tube like this one in 15 minutes. But he couldn't work for more than 3
It's
or
me,
4 hours without a
Zoltan.
break. It was too hot. Now most X-ray tubes are made by machines.
Correct.
Stanford factory workers used to make all these products. Stanford used to be a factory town. Today, it is a corporate city with offices instead of factories. We hope you enjoyed our feature today. Please tune in tomorrow.
This is
I'm
what he
Jake
worked
Seltzer,
on
and this
for
is
so
Glow
long.
America.
That minute and a half feature.
What's wrong, Jake? We're done. You can get up.
No,
Strange.
I'm the
During
host.
my report, I couldn't read a teleprompter. I didn't used to have trouble reading it.
Maybe you need glasses.
Glasses? Last week I could read without glasses.
I wonder what happened to you this week, Jake.
Who peed in your eyes, Jake? That's how you lose vision, by the way.
I won't tell if you won't.
Glasses are cute. Imagine Jake with glasses. Oh, fuck.
Hello.
Hi, Stephen. Do you have a minute?
Well, not really. What's
Wait,
up?
did they give him a
Can
new
I talk to you
shirt?
about
It's not pink
something?
anymore.
I'd rather not wait.
Sure, Connie.
Oh my god. My heart. He has another shirt.
Well, I know you're not completely happy here at WEFL.
I'm happy working with everyone here, but I need to make more money.
A friend of mine works at a station in Hartford. She told me they're looking for a producer for their weekend news show. The money is good. I thought you might be interested.
Hartford? That's 1.5 hours away. I'd rather not drive that far to get to work. I'd rather live near the office.
Maybe you could move to Hartford.
I'd rather not move right now. Also, this job is for a weekend news show. Probably the producer has to work on the weekends, right?
Right. Would you rather get a new job or have your weekends free?
I'd rather have my weekends free, you know, with the baby and all. I read about a job not far from Stanford. Producer of a radio show.
Would you rather work in television or radio?
I'd rather work in television.
Sounds like you're not leaving this
I read
job.
about another job for
Sounds like
a
your
journalism
wife
teacher
needs to get
in
back to
Stanford.
work.
Do you want to teach?
Teachers have long summer vacations. That's nice. I'd rather not make a big career change now. I like what I'm doing.
Stephen, do you want to stay here or would you rather make more money?
I'd rather make more money. No, I need to make more money.
Sorry I can't help more.
Thank you for trying.
She didn't try.
Anne and I want you to come to our house sometime.
Connie,
She
you
wants
didn't
to
do
meet you.
anything.
I'd love to see you and Ann sometime, but I know you're busy with the baby.
We're much more organized than we were before. Why don't you come to lunch on Sunday? Are you free this weekend? Or would you rather come to dinner on Saturday night?
Lunch on Sunday sounds great. I'm busy on Saturday night.
I'll call Anne and make sure that it's all right with her.
Great.
Cool.
Hi, it's me. How's everything?
Correct.
And here's
We're fine.
the fucking plan.
Baby's sleeping. I'm doing
I
the laundry.
invited
How are you
Connie
doing
over
there?
for Sunday lunch.
Fine.
We
I called to ask you a
stab
question.
her,
Is it okay if Connie comes
sell
to
her
lunch on
organs.
Sunday? Or would you rather...
We
spend
don't
the
have
day
to
at
worry
home?
about me getting
I'd
a
love
better
to take
job.
Connie to lunch on Sunday. Do you think she's free?
I know she's free. I've already invited her.
Thanks for asking me first. Can you pick up some groceries on your way home from work?
What should I buy? Would you rather have chicken or fish?
I think I'd rather have chicken.
Okay.
Cheese.
Chicken sounds good to me, too.
And
No
we can
food,
have
just
salad
cheese.
and vegetable, peas or green
One
beans.
vegetable, one pea,
Green beans.
please.
Would you rather have potatoes or rice? We had rice last night. I'll buy some potatoes.
And for dessert, ice cream or cake.
Ice cream or cake?
Who
I'd
has
rather
dessert
have
with
both.
lunch? Just give her a fucking sandwich, dude. Like, you're thinking way too much about this. Not a 9-course meal. Just sandwich and a drink. Fine.
Mr. Larkin, how are you? I'm Jake Seltzer from WEFL. I interviewed you in Dallas about the merger.
Yes, of course, Jake. I remember. How are you?
I'm fine.
Fucking
I'm glad you
ambush
remember
him,
me.
Jake.
Are you in town for the computer meeting?
Yes, I am. I'm glad you're here. I think this meeting will be very important. I hope you'll do a story about it.
That's why I'm here. I'm interested in doing a story on International Computer. I know you're thinking of
I
introducing
love
a new line of
International Computer.
Very good, Jake. I see you've done your homework.
So much better than
I
local
guess you don't
computer.
have time now, but I'd like to interview you on television tomorrow.
Thank you for asking. I think I'll have some important things to say. I think I should have some time tomorrow at 10 o'clock, before my speech. Sorry, I have to go.
That's
I
right.
look forward to talking with you tomorrow at 10.
And I look forward to seeing you. I think this meeting will be very
I think
important.
you have beautiful eyes. And honestly, Jake,
I think this meeting will be
your
very
chin is
important, too.
amazing. Flowers? What is... This is weird. Don't do that.
Hi, Connie. Come on in.
Why are you dressed in that suit for lunch? What is happening?
Sorry. I think I'm a few minutes late. Traffic was heavy.
No,
People are
you're right on
weird.
time. Anne's putting the baby to bed.
These are for you and Anne. And the baby, too, of course.
Thank you, Connie. They're very nice. Here, let me take your coat.
What beautiful flowers. Hi, Connie. I'm Anne. I'm glad to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, too. I've heard so much about you from Stephen.
I'll get us all a drink. Connie, can I get you something? We have white wine, or would you rather have a soft drink? We have seltzer or ginger ale.
A glass of seltzer would be nice.
I love
I'll have
having
the same,
wine
Steve.
in the middle of the
Why don't you
day
come with
for
me, Connie? We'll
lunch.
put these beautiful flowers in some water.
Fuck the meal. Just give me the whole bottle of wine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
You have a lovely home.
Thank you. With the baby, it's difficult to keep it neat all the time.
I'm
It's a-
sorry the baby is asleep.
It's
I
a
wanted you to see
baby.
I'm not
It's not a
sorry.
toddler running around
Will you
throwing
excuse me
shit
for a
all over
minute?
the place.
I
It's a
think food is
baby.
almost ready.
Can I help you, Anne?
No, thanks, Connie. I'll only be a minute.
Those are
The
beautiful
house is a
paintings.
mess
Who did
because of
them?
this baby
Anne's
we
the
have.
painter in the family.
I think they're very good. And it looks delicious.
Thanks. I hope you like it. Would you like another cup of coffee or another piece of cake?
No, thanks. I really should be going. I have to get up early tomorrow.
We have a busy day tomorrow, don't we?
Yes. I think Jake's going to interview Abbott Larkin.
I want to see that interview.
Wait, is he wearing that pink?
I really should go. I had a wonderful time.
I'm
Lunch was
traumatized by his
delicious.
shirts.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thanks for coming. We hope you'll come again.
Thanks, but next time I hope you'll plan on coming to my house. I look forward to seeing you soon, Anne.
Good morning. This is Hello America. I'm Jake Seltzer. Today we'll be talking with Abbott Larkin, president of International Computer. Mr. Larkin, your company is the largest computer manufacturer in the country. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Mr. Larkin, what is the most important development
Interview
in the computer
over.
business today?
That's a good question, Jake. But I'd rather not talk about today. I'd rather talk about tomorrow.
The future of the business world.
Exactly. I think American business will be stronger in the future.
What do you think will make business stronger?
I believe that computers will be the next big industry, and I believe international computer will be a leader.
Bold claims.
How will
sir.
the computer industry make American business stronger?
I think more and more people will use computers Every American home will have a computer. That's what I expect.
He fucking Nostradamus.
I go to schools and offices all over the country. I talk to many people. Frankly, people would rather not use typewriters anymore, especially office workers.
What about students?
Students would rather not do their homework by hand. They'd rather use
It's me,
computers.
Zontan.
Mr. Larkin, do you use a computer?
Yes, I do. Even for personal letters, I'd rather use a computer than write by hand.
International Computer has a new announcement coming up today, is that right?
I'd rather wait until the meeting to make the announcement, but I will say right now, we're introducing a very important new computer.
What is it?
Well, I guess your viewers will hear it first.
Tell me.
It's a new personal computer that has twice as much memory as the competition.
Bro, what?
That's all I can say right now.
Don't tell
Thank
me
you for talking
more.
to us today,
How
Mr.
many
Larkin.
games are on
We
it?
look forward to hearing about International
I want to play
Computer's new
pinball.
computer. We just spoke with Abbott Larkin, president of International Computer. He thinks American business will be stronger in the future, stronger than ever. And he also believes that computers will be America's next big industry. He thinks more and more people will use computers every year. He believes every family will have a computer in the future. And he hopes International Computer will continue to be a leader in the computer industry. That's our report today from the annual meeting of the Computer Manufacturers of America. This is Jake Seltzer for WEFL.
Cut.
Mr. Larkin, thanks for speaking with me.
Jake, I think you cover the business world very well.
Thank you, Mr. Larkin. I hope our viewers agree with you.
Are you happy at WEFL, Jake?
Well, I enjoy reporting.
Don't.
Would you rather stay
Don't
at
take him away.
WEFL or try for a job in New York City?
I'd
Jake.
rather try for a job in New York City, of course.
Oh, Jake.
President of WBIG
Oh,
is a friend
no.
of mine. I
He's
know he wants some
leaving
good
us.
new business reports.
Really?
If you're interested in talking to him, I could call him for you. Or you could call him yourself.
Drake, we
I'm very
had
interested.
so much together.
Thank you for
Why?
thinking of me. I think I'd rather call him myself.
I hope you'll use my name when you call him. You can reach him at this telephone number.
Thank you, Mr. Larkin.
I look forward to hearing about your interview at WBIG.
I look forward to talking with you again.
Can't believe Jake is gonna leave Hello America. Oh yeah, this guy. I forgot his name.
Hi, Sam.
Sam.
Yes, Maria, let me pull up a chair for you. Maria, I want to ask you a few questions.
Yes?
If you had $1 million to spend on Hello America, what changes would you make?
$1 million?
How about the furniture? If you had $1 million, would you buy new furniture?
New furniture? No. We just bought these chairs last year. Even if I had
I
$1
would
million,
pay my
I
staff
wouldn't change
more,
them. I like
right,
these chairs.
Maria?
Who selected them?
I did.
How about the colors? Would you change the colors of the set?
The colors. I wouldn't change the colors. These colors are good for Jake and Connie. We chose these colors on purpose.
How about the carpeting?
If I were making changes, I wouldn't spend money on new carpeting. No one really sees it. If I had $1 million,
I'd give everyone on the staff a raise.
You're a good producer, Maria. You've done a very good job with Hello America.
Oh, she fucking said it.
I really enjoy working with you.
Thanks, Sam. I like working with you, too.
Maria's good people, dude.
Maria, I want to ask you for some advice.
Yes?
Remember that station in California I told you about?
Sure.
Well, the owner called me yesterday. He's ready to sell.
Great.
Yes, but his price is very high. Maria, do you think I should buy that station?
Yes, I do.
But if I were you, I'd make a lower offer.
I don't think he'll accept a lower offer.
Then, if I were you, I'd pay his price. It's a very good station. In a few years, it'll be very big. I wouldn't miss this chance to buy it.
Have you seen their news show? Do you think it's a good show?
Yes, I think it's very good.
If I bought this station, how could I improve the show?
If I were you, I wouldn't make any changes at first. I'd wait a few months.
You would?
Yes, I'd spend some time at the station. I'd follow the ratings. Then, after I learned everything about the show, I'd think about changes.
Would you hire new people?
No, I wouldn't hire new people at first. I wouldn't fire anyone. I'd wait.
Good advice, Maria. So, if you were me, you would buy the new station.
Right. But Sam, I have a question for you. What's going to happen to WEFL?
We burn it to the ground.
I have to sell my share of WEFL so I can buy the California station.
Sell it?
I just talked to a business friend of mine. He wants to buy it. You're the first to hear the news.
You're selling WEFL and moving to California?
Maria, I wouldn't be worried about it if I were you.
If you burn it to the ground,
I'll
you'd
miss
probably
you,
get
Sam.
the insurance money. That's all
I'd
I'm
be happier
saying.
if California weren't so far away.
Well, this is my last question for you. Will you come to my new station and be the producer?
California.
Everyone's leaving.
new
Hello,
station.
America.
Think about it for a day or two. Can you give me an answer by Wednesday?
By
This is
Wednesday?
really sad.
I'll try.
On Thursday morning, the new owner and I want to tell the staff about the sale of WEFL. We want to tell them before Jake finds out and does a big story on it.
Yes, if Jake found out, the story would be in the news immediately.
Don't worry,
Who's
Jake's
the new
fucking
owner,
leaving
Sam?
too. He doesn't give a
Will
fuck.
he be a good boss? He won't fire anyone, will he?
No, don't worry about him. Just think about California.
I need to know more about the station and about the news show and about everything.
Come on. Let's go to dinner, and I'll tell you everything. So that's my announcement. I bought a new station in California. Maria's decided to come with me.
Damn.
I've sold my share of WEFL to Peter Case. He wishes he could be here to meet you. I wish he could be here today, too. But I hope you'll all be happy with him.
Congratulations on your new station, Sam.
Maria, congratulations on your new job.
I hope you like California, Maria. I hope you're happy at the new station.
I hope
wish
you're
you were
happy
staying at
you're
WEFL.
leaving me.
I'm going to miss you.
Thanks, Mike. I wish you could come to California with us.
No, I'm happy here.
I wish California weren't so far away from Stanford.
I wish Stanford were in California. Imagine a beach right outside the office. Seriously, I'm sorry to hear you're leaving.
I hope you all come to visit me sometime.
If you have any questions, come to my office this afternoon. Right now, I'm taking Maria to lunch to celebrate. Are you ready to go, Maria?
They're gonna fuck.
Go ahead, Sam. I'll meet you in a few minutes. I wish you didn't all look so worried.
We're just surprised. We'll be all right.
Okay. I'll see you after lunch.
The sale of the station is a big story.
Yeah, I just wish this weren't happening.
I hope Peter Case is nice.
What do you mean, Steven?
I hope he likes the show as it is.
This is your job opportunity.
I've read about him in the newspaper. He's bought a lot of other stations. He has a lot of money.
I hope he doesn't cancel the show.
So do I.
If I were the new owner, I wouldn't cancel it.
Neither would I. It's a great show.
But he might bring new people with him. New directors, new reporters, and camera people.
I wouldn't mind new people on the show.
Neither would I. We could use some help.
I
Especially
would.
with Maria leaving.
I don't want to learn new people's names.
Yes.
No, I wouldn't ask her.
Neither would I. She's very happy with Sam. I hope they get married.
So do I.
What?
It's a good move for Maria. But I hope the new owner is okay.
I'm jumping to conclusions, Mike.
If we could meet him, I'd feel better.
So would I. If I met him, I'd try to interview him for a business story.
I'd be very interested in hearing that story.
So would I.
Sam, they all look so worried. I'd be worried too.
So would I.
I hope they feel better after they
So
know
would
the
I.
owner. I wish there was something I could do.
So would I.
Show them this telegram.
Telegram?
I hope it's not bad news.
It's good news. Here, read it. It's from the new owner.
Who fucking
For the
sends a
staff of Hello
telegram,
America.
dude?
I wish I could be there to congratulate you. Oh, this is great news. He likes the show and wants to keep it the way it is. If I'm leaving, he hopes that Steven will take my place as producer. Oh, Sam.
Steven, you got
I
promoted.
hope the others will feel better, too.
So do I.
So do
Let's have a
I.
party.
Sam, that's a great idea. I'll wait until the party to tell Steven about his new job.
The phrase of this lesson is so would I.
I just got a memo from Maria.
So did I. She wants us to be on the
So
set
did
at
I.
5:30.
I wish I knew what this was about. Do you know?
So would I.
No, I don't. If I knew, I'd tell you.
Maybe Maria has news about our new owner.
I don't know, but I'd be here at 5:30. And I'd be on time if I were you.
So would I. Have you had any luck looking for a new job?
Didn't even make any
I had a
sense.
very good interview at a station last week. I hope a job opens up there soon. They told me to call them again in a few months.
If they weren't interested in you, they wouldn't say that. I wouldn't give up if I were you.
No, I'm not
Say it
giving up,
together, chat.
But I hope I find something soon. See you at 5:30.
For the mystery meeting.
I wish I knew what this meeting was about. I have no idea.
Neither do I.
Now everyone's here but Maria.
And Jake. I hope he's coming.
So do I.
I wish she'd get here.
Stop saying
Sorry
that.
I'm late. I had an important phone call. Where's Maria?
I'm coming. Please don't leave. Please
I'm
wait
coming.
1 second.
That's a
I
phrase
hope you'll
everyone
forgive
should
me
know.
When you see this. For the best news team I've ever worked with.
Aw.
Mike, Steven, Connie, Jake. This is for you.
What for?
Blow out the candles, then ask questions.
Nice cake. But I wish someone would explain.
Well, I want to thank you for all your good work during the years we've been at WEFL together. And Sam has an important telegram to read to you.
This is from the new owner. He says, I wish I could be there to congratulate you. You produce an excellent news show. I plan to make no big changes in the staff or in the show, except for one thing.
Steven, you're fucking fired.
Because Maria is leaving, I hope that Stephen Wynn will take her place as producer of the show.
Hey!
Of course, you'll get a raise.
I hope you'll accept the job, Stephen.
So do I.
I will. I will.
Congratulations, Stephen.
There's more good news.
There is?
Just before the party began, I got a phone call. Hello America won 2 USA News Awards. One for Connie's show on education and employment.
All right,
Connie. About the farm?
Yeah. Right.
And one for Jake for his reports on international computer.
Jake, congratulations.
Nice job.
Sam.
Oh, God, Jake in glasses.
Oh, good. I hope you're surprised. I wanted you to have
Holy
a surprise
fuck, he
at
got
your own
hotter.
surprise party. Here's to the best news show in America.
And here's to the best news team.
Oh no, Jake's so cute.
Here, here.
Connie, you did a lot of good reporting on that show. You should be proud.
Here's to Connie, the best reporter at WEFL.
Oh, Jake, you're a great reporter.
Yes, but maybe not at WEFL. I have an announcement, too.
I hope you'll tell us right now.
I got a job offer from WBIG in New York.
Congratulations, Jake. But the new owner needs you. Don't move to New York.
I wouldn't move to New York. I like it here in Stamford.
So do I.
So do I.
I'll see.
If Mike and Stephen weren't staying at
Jake,
WEFL,
please stay. I like your
wouldn't want to
glasses.
stay.
Don't forget your award, Connie. You may have plenty of job offers at bigger stations. I'm sure WEFL will continue to be a great station. I'll miss you all. Here's to a great team.
Here's to WEFL.
I want some fucking champagne.
We'll miss you, Maria.
Well, I hope someone cuts the cake soon. I'm hungry.
So am I.
Bye, Maria.
Yep.
Yeah, $10 for champagne. Give me the fucking cheapest champagne you can get. God, I love this show. It's gonna be sad when it's over. Oh no, it's not over yet.
Finally, I can buy a
There are
whole
a
potato.
few more episodes.
Hooray for your cheap champagne.
Hey, thanks, Kaizo.
They're offering 1,000. We're giving you 3,000. They're not happy.
God.
They're offering
I hope you guys like
1,500 on this
cars.
Intrepid. We're giving you 4,500. They're even
Sick.
more not happy. What a pity. Tempe Dodge has triple rebates on every Dodge Intrepid, right off the factory sticker, not some puffed up dealer price. Only at Tempe Dodge. Ignore this at your own risk.
Well, it's the final week of our record-breaking sales
Oh
event
my
here
God,
at
those
Berkeley Motor
titties.
World. What's it going to take to put you in the record books? How about a 95 Mitsubishi Mirage for just $159 a month? Or a brand new Eclipse for just $219 a month? Are we getting close? Would you like up to a $5,000 discount
I'm getting
on a new
close.
Mitsubishi Montero? You got it. But hurry, June 3rd is the absolute last day of Early Motor World's record-breaking sales event.
We're going for a broken record. Broken record. Right now, you
Very
have
clever.
the power. Too much weather left, too many Fords at Courtesy Ford. Now get 8.5% APR for 4 full years during our final hours of power. We've zapped
That's
the
a
prices
powerful
of over
font,
100
sir.
95 Explorers to $499 over invoice. Just pick your color. Power. Chrysler minivan owners switch to Windstar and get $1,750 cash back with over 100 in stock, priced at $100 over invoice. Power. At Courtesy Ford, you have the power, but you don't have the time. Get to the final hours of
All
power
these
before
cars are
people
so
come
ugly.
forever. Price Quake. With a roar, the ground opened and the prices went tumbling
Price
down
Quake?
at the new Jackson Ford Mercury. Price Quake. Stickers have been blown off hundreds of new and used cars and trucks, leaving behind unbeatable deals. All reasonable offers are being accepted with huge trade-in values. Prices have dropped on Escorts, Rangers, Mustangs, Windstars, even hard-to-find F-Series pickups. It's a multi-million-dollar
Oh yeah, so hard to
only
find.
at the new Jackson
Dear
Ford
Diary,
Mercury. But hurry,
it's been a year.
soon it will be over,
Did
and
you
it will
know
be as
you're
if
in a
nothing
sterile-
ever happened.
What?
At Evergreen,
Lost.
we believe you must outsmart, outflank, outfight your
Hello.
competition. Marketing is war, pure and simple, where the prize to be won is
It
the
is?
customer, and the battleground is the customer's mind. Your ammunition is all psychological, designed to positively persuade
scared.
and influence. The objective is mind control.
What? Why? What?
You saw the car of your dreams today, and you said, I got to have it.
This is a part of the mind control.
Place to go to get what you want when you want it. You know deep inside you need a new ride, and we know how that makes you feel. When you get the hots, we got a cool deal.
At Russell,
I don't hear a single trumpet in this. Why do they keep showing it?
A new car is one of
There was
life's
nothing but
greatest
synth.
pleasures. How come buying one is such a pain? Well, no more
Big
pain.
shoulder
Not here.
pads.
You can count on us. Come on.
Count on
Thanks
Tim
for
Marburger
coming.
Dodge for the little things that make new
Back.
car shopping painless.
to another
Count on us for the
5 or
big
more
things too,
months.
the right price,
Zone,
financing,
hype
and
zone,
quality
hype zone,
service.
hype.
Can we deliver? Count on it.
Oh, she
We're
delivered
Tim
that
Marburger
line
Dodge,
so well.
29 North, Concord.
So proud of you, sweetheart.
Hey, where you going?
To buy a new car.
Well, how much you got there?
What the fuck is wrong with that hat?
$1.50. And a bug.
It's like the Fresh Prince hat.
When you're counting dollars, you
Will
need
Smith
someone you
wears
can
in
count
the
on to
beginning
understand
of
your
Fresh
budget.
Prince.
So at Martin Old's Cadillac, we work with you to design a paint.
Where are your shoulder pads?
Even if you're
Why
just
are you
starting
doing
out.
a thing for a different company?
At Martin Old's
Oh
Cadillac.
no, it was the same company.
And now the choice for Ford in the tri-state. Bob Williams Ford in Montgomery.
You've done your homework. You want the best deal. Our three-way blend of cost efficiency delivers a lower base price, higher trade allowance, a custom payment plan.
Look at these fucking graphics, dude.
Bob Williams Ford.
Other dealers may juggle your demands, but we
90s
answer them.
graphics.
Total financial package. Perfect.
One clear
It's
voice,
so
one clear
beautiful.
choice. Bob Williams Ford in Montgomery.
The voice of reason.
More and more people are coming to shop with us here at Whitson Morgan in Clarksville. Why? Suppose
Welcome
you're looking
to
for a
hell.
truck or sport utility vehicle. We've got them. From the #1 selling Ford full-size Ford
I love
Ranger,
these
Ford
two
Explorer,
women.
to
Who
the
are they?
revolutionary Dodge Ram and Dakota pickups, to the legendary Jeep Wrangler and Cherokee. Whitson Morgan is your one stop for two-wheel and four-wheel drive pickups and sport utility vehicles. And you'll like our easygoing way of doing business.
In Western Arkansas, one name means more. Whitson Morgan.
You know, she is very easygoing. Look at her.
First rule in any business, take care of the customer. Give them value for the money and a little something more. They'll remember that and they'll come back.
Two straws?
That's our good people philosophy here at the new Tempe Dodge. It's not complicated. In fact, it makes doing business easier for both of us. And that just makes good sense. So why doesn't everybody do business that way? Good question.
I love your totally normal
The new Tempe
human woman
Dodge in
voice.
Autoplex.
It's wonderful.
And now, the voice of Ford for San Diego, Corral Ford.
Price, the bottom line. Where is it? How do you get there without detours, stops, change of direction, the zigs and the zags? Just follow the sound of my voice.
It's just one invoice sheet.
Clear choice, Corral Ford.
Calm down.
Best
It's
price
okay.
is never hard to find. We're the shortest distance to the bottom line.
One clear voice, one clear choice, Corral Ford.
The voice of reason.
We are Evergreen Communications, an arsenal of creative
I
innovative
learned
firepower in radio
in that
and television.
JVC video
If you want to
that
take
you
market
shouldn't
share
film
from your
things this way.
competition, talk to us. If you want a shot at more
Control their
potential
fucking minds.
customers, talk to us. Firing blanks is a costly way to wage a war. Give us a call. We
Firing
know how to
blanks
fire the weapon.
is my preferred things that people fire at. Don't need anything loaded, dude. Put us on the firing line.
Welcome. In the next hour, I'll be touring you through my latest project.
Hi, Sherry Lynn.
I hope you'll be inspired to live in a beautiful environment.
Did
without
I
taking years
interrupt
of
you reading your
procrastination
magazine?
work to complete. I'll encourage you to jump in and do it. Interior design is not a scary subject, and it does not need to bring devastation to your finances. Like everything else
Who
in life that
does
has
your
value,
hair?
it requires giving of yourself. That is, even if you hire a professional.
Got a
help.
fabulous and unique shape.
Set your mind to complete the
I can
project
relate
now
to that.
and share the results with family and friends for years. Use all your own talents as well as the family's, if they can be found after the subject's been brought up. I know how this affects family, as after each personal design project, my kids avoid looking at moving vans and never mention the word rearrange. Well, we've moved a few times, and they said a few years ago on their knees, "Mom, please don't book me for the next move." Well, that was their inspiration to attend college. Okay, let's get going.
What? Did anyone have any idea what she
Follow
just
me
said?
for some interiors that will inspire you to apply these ideas to your room.
That fucking
Using
coat
the thought
is
you'll be aiming for
fabulous,
complete interior
though.
design of your own. Bring your friend if you'd like.
Look at this
It's gonna be
bitch.
fun. Remember, the emphasis is on finishing. Hence the title.
She walks into a home. She's like, I'm redesigning this bitch. And I'm gonna look good while doing it. I'll give you a finishing touch.
Let's start at the front door.
I changed the single brown door and side glass panels to a contemporary open approach with a large area for natural light to filter in. Privacy to the
Beautiful.
residents is given by the courtyard prior to the welcoming foyer. If your front door is dull-looking, ordinary, or needs repairs, check out a new entrance. The money spent here is valued and appreciated not only by you and yours,
Look at how
but
dingy and
neighbors,
disgusting
friends,
this
and even the
fucking
mailman.
door is.
You don't want glass doors if you can view into the house from the street. But if there is privacy around the entrance, then glass is great and a wonderful surface for artwork. The courtyard here allowed me to design the round glass double door entrance. Removing the single wood panel door and side lights, I sketched a foliage design and sent it off to my glass company, who cut and carved it into safety glass, current code on doors now. This was then set in custom-cut wood doors and installed after the closet here was removed.
She's a fucking artist,
You want to
dude.
remember that quality hardware is a must, not only for looks, but for smooth operation. Cut corners somewhere else, like I did on the side doors and the back door. Special doors are available in many different styles, and custom may not be necessary. Paint and hardware
All
may
right,
be all
everyone,
you'll
look
need.
around where you live right now.
This marble is a glomerate marble and is harder than
Do
natural cut
you even
pieces,
have a
so
front door?
scratches are less likely. Light colors can be very practical if a busy pattern runs through it. It's often good to blend with the flooring adjacent to it, like
I live in
with
a
the oatmeal
fucking
wallpaper
box, so
carpet
I
here.
have no right to talk
Pay
this way,
attention
but-
to detail always. Did you note the baseboard trim? Not because I like to view my
How do
shoes
I
and watch
design
where
an
I've been,
inside of a
but because
coffin,
I like to
ma'am?
repeat or play up a fine thing. The foyer floor has some nice space, and it sets our color scheme for the whole house. Note the inlay white and gray marble, and 8 inches off of that, a mirror reflecting. I used a banister or railing to cap off the mirror, and a regular 4-inch baseboard was placed on the marble itself. Gloss white paint covers the finish. Before, the foyer
I'm not
looked
sure what
like
I was
this.
looking at,
We had to
but-
remove a closet, rewire new spotlights.
This footage is
and
scary.
drywall.
This is like
My lesson
found
review that
footage
doesn't show is the wonderful
just
rental
before they
stores
get
available
attacked by
that
a
are equipped
fucking
with
witch
great
kind of thing.
machines. After days of removing parquet aged wood tiles by hand, I invested $35 in a tile stripper and I whipped right along. And that saved me lots of time. The mood is set for background to contribute to power plays of art, furniture designs, and lit foliage.
Power
The
plays,
parquet was
motherfucker.
removed to make room for 12-inch marble tiles and custom-cut marble trim. You see, just because products are set in cement, you can still change them. Look beyond the material picture of a room. Dream of a mood you want expressed, and then set out to discover ways to express that atmosphere. Sometimes the products give way to the design,
My
and
mood
sometimes
is
the plan of
white
design opens
with
up the avenue to the
leopard
product.
prints.
Be flexible.
Cheetah
Flexible,
print? What
but
is
not
that?
indecisive or doubtful. Or
I don't know
difficult
of
to
any
prove.
animals.
Keep focus
Please
on the
help.
intent. Here, for example. This project was to be clean line contemporary, comfortable for lots of home use, and warm and inviting for family and friends that visit and stay for days at a time. Convenience must have a priority, as well
beautiful.
as a discipline for selecting practical, comfortable furniture. Beauty is often a temptation to forfeit comfort, but don't do it if you really want to live
Isn't
and
that
love
the
your
dog
home
from
and
Friends?
want everyone to feel like you really want them to be there. Hold out for both. You'll find it. It's there. To see the foyer as an area to set the scheme of your home, use color and quality materials which you'll expect to discover as you continue from room to room. Whether you spend a lot of money or not, you know what I mean. Interior design rules change as easily as people do, but good taste is good taste. Sometimes we're led to believe good taste is only for 18th century etiquette books. Not true. A home which displays good taste expresses a care for the quality of life, care for the comfort of
I love
friends,
this woman.
displays of appreciation for the talents of others, and an unlimited sense of balance. I found there's usually a sense of humor that surfaces, but it's more interesting when discovered instead of pointed out. So I'll leave that up to you. We'll continue.
I have to
carpenter
develop a
remove
sense
the
of
coat closet
humor?
and to drywall and texture the walls to match existing walls.
It's fucked
Marble
up.
requires special cutting tools, so consider a tile man experienced in marble application. Always ask questions of those you are about to hire, not only so you know the answers, but you know you'll expect him or her to produce to meet certain standards. It is important to expect people to be responsible for what they promise. When you hire an interior designer, you can trust him to know what is to be expected of the different tradespeople. If you are responsible for the labor and working with a designer, ask them what to look for in a quality job using the materials the designer is suggesting. You do need to ask this. We designers love to tell what we've learned about design, but if we don't have hands on the labor, and many clients save money by taking on this end of the project, we're not aware of what you don't know. Most designers, I for one, prefer to create and spend my time with my materials and clients, but the job often requires my running the show with the subcontractors. That part is willingly relinquished, but often
an
I'm pulled into
amazing
the labor end when
businesswoman.
something has been done wrong. Discuss the project thoroughly with your laborers.
Do you ever feel
Don't
like
expect
someone's
them to
following
understand
you?
what you want because they did your neighbor's
me
house
neither.
beautifully. And at this point, I'll mention too, don't make a federal case out of mistakes. Most can turn into another, better idea not conceived at the beginning of the project.
Don't be intimidated and hold people responsible for their part in price. That's only fair and honest for all. Moving on to the family room.
The screen was used here for a little mystery. The open approach to this room is good, but to stand at the front door and look through a foyer, hallway, family room, and patio to the exterior shrubs is too open. Rather like meeting a new friend.
That's
who
what
gives you a
everyone
life story
wants.
Before dinner. It's nice to let
Her
things
life
unfold
once got turned
gracefully.
upside down.
This lacquered hand-carved screen provides two purposes of use, privacy and art.
Now that you're here, kick off your shoes and have a visit with us. And while you're thinking of sitting in this Bergier chair, let me tell you of an option.
That's
that we
right.
have with
Take
this
off your
fabric.
shoes in
It's
my
a
house.
100% cotton with a blue metallic dye, and it just shimmers in the light. I love the fabric. But as is on furniture, it's a no-no. So I sent it off to my processing company, and they adhered it to a knit backing. And presto, an upholstery fabric was born.
The black cord is making the color contrast with the pickled ash more definite. Laminating fabrics with knit backs and vinyl coatings can open your creative juices to bigger views of possibilities, right?
This room
I
warns
wonder
you
how
by
much
the
these
displays
people
of
paid
interest
for
at each
this.
end that if you stay here long enough, you'll be entertained with conversations about my family and art. So not being prepared for this exchange, we'll stick to interior design.
List the best assets
Oh,
of a
tell me
project
about your
and save those
family.
ideas as keepers. And any additional needs must complement those assets. Here we valued the glass wall. I wanted to improve and use the view. The long, narrow room shows diversity from other rooms. Fans lend a casual atmosphere, and sun pours in here all year round. Verticals control the view as well
I
as
keep
add
expecting
privacy
to
or
see
even just
someone
shading
like
the
tied
room.
up in a chair in the corner,
Possibly sharing the wall covers old grass cloth that's
beaten
in need
and
of a fresh
bruised.
look. It softens
I
straight
really
lines
hate
and
these.
adds to that
I really hate these videos.
The glass table provides lots of room for reading material, popcorn bowls, and games. Glass allows the table size to be a much larger top surface as it doesn't look cramped and lets a playful idea reflect through it. Here's some pow! Color is the key to this success. Don't let art be thought of only for the walls. Consider a design in the floor cut into the carpet. The expense can be likened to a painting or an area rug. It is reasonable and you can have
A
a hand in the
painting.
making, as I did. Making the pattern, I asked my installer to bevel the surface and place design exactly where the table can rest on it.
Damn, that's cool as fuck.
Here in the kitchen, we have counters in acrylic material, and they're a wonderful idea if allowed in the budget. They can be sanded like wood, non-porous like plastic laminate, and they give the appearance of stone. Would you like to see what the kitchen looked like before?
Please show me. Oh god, it's hideous. Oh, that wallpaper. Oh no. The nightmare music is appropriate right now.
Scary, wasn't it?
Watch how we gave this area of the house a whole new look.
My favorite song.
Yep.
Oh fuck yeah. Here we go. I didn't know we were gonna have a dance party. The fuck is this song? I need it. Song is making my dick hard. My figurative dick. Thank you very much. I'm so glad that we get like a 6-minute music break. Oh, hey! What the fuck? We're just getting into that song. Never know how that song ends. What? Why the shitty song and then the good song, and then they're gonna cut this one off too, and it's gonna make me very upset. Oh god, I'm in heaven. Oh shit. Did we build the house yet? It's about interior decoration, but you can't decorate the interior if you don't have one yet. So sometimes you have to build one. The saddest part about all of this is that we didn't get a single full song. And it was hit after hit after hit. Who? It's like her son edited this video, right? And he was like, I'm gonna put in these really cool songs. And then she was like, can you put in that one song that grandma likes? And then the kid's like, Mom, you want this video to be cool and interesting, right? Yeah, but grandma's gonna watch this video, so...
Voila! The addition of this breakfast room with a
Oh my
round
God,
end
those
gave me the
chairs.
idea to make the workstations circular in the kitchen.
All that hard work.
The counter heights vary because there's no reason all counters have to be a standard height unless you use pre-cut cabinets.
Oh yeah, there's no reason for that.
Here's
Why would
where
we
the
want
product lent
one
itself to the idea
large
for this
even
kitchen
surface?
design. No seams, lots of counter space, lasts a long time and looks like new years later. All the old cabinets were rehung in the laundry room.
It's the
Note the
Pepsi
window?
logo.
Light makes a room cheerful. And in the pantry/utility room, notice the trash compactor. Plan for environmental care. Leave room for recycling boxes. The harmony in the breakfast room is achieved by the round drop-in teal carpet.
Ugh. God, this is so 90s, it hurts. Oh, and they're wicker
Round
chairs.
table.
Oh.
Rounded chairs, and teardrop cabinet with built-in grill and vegetable sink.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
Lights from the base with glass block allow tube light to shine through, and I'll get back to that. Consider the use a room will get while choosing your materials and dividing up the space. Here, I needed to accommodate 6 chairs occasionally. 4 sometimes, and 2 always. The exterior view is the main background. The valleys and golf green form a corner of the home that offers an unhurried spot to eat. Think, and the cook can be part of the conversation. Think of the view when choosing a window.
When my kids visit, all the action usually centers around the breakfast room. Space is needed for relaxed conversation.
What are those things on the wall
Blinds here are
back there?
thermo-treated and help to control temperature. Consider the sun's power when treating a window. It can age fabric as well as fade
The sun
colors
is a
too.
powerful bitch.
Cornice is made from a 1/4-inch hardboard for flexibility and padded with 1/2-inch poly wrap, then covered with a cotton print 54-inch wide fabric. The less seams, the better for any cornices. Covered bedspread cord is knotted and draped to hold the color scheme.
Oh. Oh god, it's so ugly.
To have the room flow into the next, color must be thought out and blended. Don't make
That's
all
a big
rooms the same
fish.
colors. It's too boring. It's nice to have them complement each other, as I've done on this project. You need to see yourself living in the space and doing what it's designed for. The dining areas always need a well-lighted table and low lights for candle use. So I brought up light from the floor in
Oh,
a glass
fuck
block
yeah.
cabinet base. This places a glow in the room. This can be done in master baths,
That's
walls,
future shit.
dining room buffets, just to name a few other ways to use the lighted block idea. I just rested the custom cabinet on the row of glass blocks. Under the cabinet, I laid tube lights and a false floor to the cabinet so the bulbs can be changed. The switch is placed near the cabinet or doorway. Here again, I had the carpet cut and a circle of teal placed in with a glue-down application. You must use the same pattern carpet in different colors for glue-down installation. The family room varied a little. With plush on a pad, you can use carpet samples for varying colors. This saves on waste of carpet, as most companies require a 6 by 12 foot minimum order. Most companies will sell their samples, or you can buy old samples that are discontinued and make your pattern with those sizes in mind. So don't forget the floors.
See what's possible even at your feet?
Using the oatmeal and white colors alone suggests a more formal approach. Why I think each room should have a different personality is that each room should offer different use. The purpose of the layout
What
here
my
is to
house
view the
looks like right
fireplace
now.
and video center. The original look of walnut and no drapery, no fireplace trim or frills was changed to soften the atmosphere again. Remember, contemporary can be cold and simplistic. I prefer grace in the scheme of things. To help achieve that, I removed the can lights and covered the holes with mirror, cut to the shape of the chandelier. The noodles in the Berber carpet give texture in contrast with the shiny chrome.
Where do
white
I
and
find
white gloss paint.
haunting synth music?
Texture
'Cause
warms a room. The walls are linen mixed with mirrors.
Beveled mirrors in the dining area and sheets of mirror over the video center were used for expansion.
Think of using your dining room sets from different manufacturers. The Swan is from Georgia, the glass is from Michigan, the chairs are from Ohio, the buffet is from Colorado. Now, that's a mix-up for you, but it does drive home the idea that you can have in your living room some furniture that you can use in the dining room or in the bedroom and get rid of those stiff ideas that all woods must match and nightstands need to be bought with a bed and so on. Lighten up. Loosen up
Yeah,
and let it happen.
do whatever the fuck you want in your
Be
house.
comfortable with and dare to be different, not for difference sake, but to express the real you.
Look at this
She
wood
is so
again.
positive.
It's all over
I
the
love
house.
her.
Remember I asked you to be flexible? Well, I tried to sand this wood to remove the walnut stain, and after much blinking and sore arms, I gave up the job. That's when the painter entered the picture. Together we came up with this cream, gray, and white grain finish. Yep, it's all paint. I selected an oak pattern and he gave me oak. There's a tool on the market that gives you wood
Welcome.
grains. Take your choice. Sorry, real wood grain lovers. These can be interesting to do, as mantles are usually the only thing people think to associate with
Welcome
them.
to hell.
But now with prefabs and masonry do-it-yourself materials, There are plenty of choices besides the beautiful carved traditional ones. Many fireproof frames are now available. I chose this one in metal. Real brass was much more expensive, and this gave me the look I wanted without the added cost. The flames reflect off the trim, and it adds to the more formal yet warm idea I mentioned I was after.
So she lives
All
here.
these cabinets house TV, stereo, games, books, etc.
Spotlight, spray light,
What?
accessories.
That is the weirdest spot for a TV. I love a glass bird.
Accentuate the positive. Again, like the high ceiling here is surely a contribution to the contemporary style, so I placed tall palm trees in silk, making a tropical forest in the large brass pot. The speakers are placed for surround sound, and wires hidden as best can be.
She is so fancy, dude.
Think this design problem through when purchasing your electronics. There are qualified people that can help you install your equipment and meet your design requirements.
Sectional seat mini viewers and lots of ottomans, benches.
So the TV's
or
off to the
sofas
left
need to
of
be
the
in front of
fireplace.
screens, fireplaces, and TV. So meet the need.
Well, you didn't meet the need because then it's
Powder
way
rooms
off
are
to
always
the
attacked with the idea of surprise.
surprise. There's a
Room is
toilet
small,
in here.
needing little expense, so I encourage extravagance here if the budget allows. Here, foyer and front door are places the family and guests use most. They're smaller areas and not as many materials are needed to complete their design. So looking at the standard cabinet, mirror and carpet, I said, update, clean and condense. Door on each end? Oh no, one is enough. Remove grass cloth? Ugh, wasted time. The cabinet space isn't needed. I store toiletries in the pantry now. Block off the door with a display case? Use old mirror. 1/4-inch glass shelves. Surprise! Corner hung bowl and counter give more floor space. I continued with the marble from foyer and asked my installer to come up the wall with it to the trunk line. He followed my directions to the inch. Raw marble is finished on the edge with a stucco compound used on the walls.
Stucco?
With 2 paint colors and 2 different style brushes, giving this effect. It's easy
Oh,
to
Nana,
do.
I don't know about this
Beautiful
one.
faucet made with real gold trim was purchased to pour over the hexagon sink. Splurge. New mirror was used in the corner and framed on site by my picture framer. I love this room. Brass is used for accessories, and the toilet handle.
Hell yeah,
Well, the
doll
toilet is
heads.
old, but the manufacturer had a gold handle for me to replace the silver one. Don't be hesitant to ask questions. Manufacturers want you to enjoy their products. It's the best advertising.
Small room, big change, huh? Now for the guest room.
Okay.
Our young adult sons
Okay,
come for
this
visits,
room is
and we'd love to
fucking
please
awesome.
them. The chosen colors on this level
I want to
are
fuck in
black
this room.
with oatmeal and white.
Here I've used a leather headboard, catalog bedding,
Hell
and
yeah.
old world pillar
That
light
leather,
stands.
dude.
Glass tops could be added for more space, but the boys didn't miss it, so I left them plain.
Let's go over to Grandma's house and stay in her guest room so we can fuck.
As the flow of traffic here could present this problem. Baskets are usually used with country, but I've got my own way of displaying them.
That's right.
Get out your paints. Again, black and cream. Burlwood furniture with whittlewood leather chair house my office needs. The best view of the 14th hole comes from here. I really like black.
Show you my
So to make a
14th hole.
dramatic statement, I painted the ceiling black, added the black track lights and PVC, and crown marble-like molding. You know that PVC pipe used for plumbing? Well, I painted that with acrylic paint and metallic gold paint, as I copied a piece of black marble. I placed the PVC around the room and added 4-inch crown above it. A project this large does add up in cost, but a small guest bath would be more reasonable and just as appreciated. Even a pillar could be used. The look was a success, but not an economical one. Still glad I did it. Side panels are inexpensive ways of draping a window. These were
That's a
taken from
boss
my last
bitch
house and
office.
used again in step fashion and puddled. Mix styles once in a while. This table grabbed my eye at the Design Center in Denver. I feel it definitely adds character and depth to the office. What do you think?
Upholster the bed? It really is another option to wood. Sometimes cheaper. Like the boys' leather headboard.
You might want to zip back and take a look. The headboard was $5 on sale and needed work, but it was new. I had leather left for my desk chair, so it got upholstered. Don't rule this out of your budget. Sheets also can be sheared on an old headboard, and wow, it looks great.
This room makes me sick.
The nightstands are plywood upholstered. I added a glass top and glued on cord edges for a finished look.
I don't want to look at it anymore.
Again,
Stop.
a 4-inch PVC pipe is the pole this fabric is wrapped on. The two different fabrics make the top treatment.
Take me back to the boys' room. I like
A
it there.
do-it-yourself project. Keep it simple for contemporary. Silk trees can be made from sturdy branches from your yard, and here's what you do. Buy plaster of Paris mix. Fill a bucket and set in your branch. Add leaves with a glue gun. Some moss and flower buds if you like. Buying them done is worth it, but maybe you want to do something different with some of those old silks you've had for a while. Take from an old flower arrangement and make a bush or a tree in the right shape for a certain corner. Over the bed, I made a flower arrangement to hang on a wall. Just shape it like a rainbow and add some birds. 2 dressers butt up to make
What
a
about
larger dressing
bats?
tabletop. Don't be afraid to butt furniture together sometime. To add color to these chairs, I added a pillow to the back and had an applique design stitched on. Now I want a more contemporary look, so I cut cotton teal fabric as a slipcover and painted with pens this design. Just hem the edges and adhere with Velcro. The cord on these chairs has a lip, so it was easy to attach, but a staple gun or more permanent glue gun will give you service in keeping this applied over the old pillow, or make a seat cushion, or just add trim. It feels comfortable too.
I don't think you should
Paints
be
come in pen form, and
featuring
just
these
a brush stroke
chairs.
of color will be all the talent required. Matching napkins were made from scraps. Cost 2 yards of fabric and 4 pens under $20.
Here's a ceramic box I found in peach and white. I like the shape, size, and function. It could be used as a flower pot. And the price was 50% off. And this brought to mind what color can do. I grabbed it. And I dripped different colors of paint, and it ran on the finish. A work of art for 25 bucks.
These fish were hand-carved and beautiful, but with color, I could use them in many different places. I chose the kitchen and designed them with lots of shine and gloss. I used some of those metallic pens again. Remember that tree in my daughter's room? Take what silk arrangements have worn out and maybe add more leaves and glue to branches and make a tree or a bush or a jungle effect to the palms. Or you can also reverse from ficus tree to a flower arrangement. For containers in contemporary fashion, look for the unusual. This base is a contemporary salad bowl in plexiglass. The silver leaf blends with the chrome chairs and doesn't compete
That's
with
a
the
big
big flower
salad in
statement.
there.
The possibilities are endless. Take a graceful cabinet large enough to hold your TV. Glue on wood carvings, change the finish to a cream high-gloss lacquer, and place it among contemporary lines, and watch it warm up a room. It's important that the paint is really shiny. A bright color like red or purple and gloss would be sharp too if color's needed. There are also so many attractive hand-created accessories for the country style.
Yeah, where's the red?
As well as traditional, colonial, Shaker, Art Deco, and Victorian, but not often do you hear how to keep costs down on contemporary accessorizing. The glass table here was a 1/2-inch polished edge piece of glass with broken and chipped corners. So I designed legs from plastic laminate to sleeve the 4 corners. An inlay of color is just another
You
option.
gotta admit, she's
I chose
crafty
a
as
stone
fuck.
surface facsimile. We don't move this table. It's very heavy. The room is only 11.5 feet wide, so glass shelves and table keep an uncrowded feeling, yet lots of surface to hold books, accessories, photos, etc., that kind of thing. This round etched glass table serves 8, easy for dining, and allows lots of leg space while looking graceful in the room. A swan base holds the top, and I designed iris flowers and leaves simply cut and carved into the glass with a bevel edge. See, glass is another
Class
canvas for
etching,
you.
dude.
You need not be an artist, though, as there are glass designers that have pre-designed and tested patterns. Always use 1/2-inch thick glass at least for dining tables. 3/4 inch to 1 inch is best. 1/4 inch is what you'll find at stores pre-cut, and they work fine for end tables and small shelving arrangements. The thicker the glass, the more intricate the carved designs can be. Sandblasting is used for room dividers and wall hangings. Thick glass is not necessary for this technique. I selected birch for the finished wood. The cut
I
and
refuse
style
to believe
followed
that
my
anyone
desire to
actually
use the brass
lives in
birds
this
as
house.
legs. They support the front of the table. This shape can be used as a hall table and sofa table as well. The birds were spotted at an import store. The pedestal table allows chairs to set
Everything
around it
seems
without
so
hitting your
fragile,
legs.
like it'll just
The
fall
recess
over.
at the base coordinates with the kubu wood chair frames. Plastic laminates serve for an economical and practical material on the surface. Here it pays to consider custom construction, so you can introduce just exactly the right colors.
Well, I've just shown you several ways to keep you people happy who like contemporary and want to do crafts for your homes. So between fabric swags for windows, slip covers, wall treatments, and these accessory items, I expect you to get a project going to give your rooms a what? Finishing touch.
Oh yeah, that's right. Don't touch the fish like that.
You may not want to invest in an elaborate electrical undertaking, but do note the dramatic effect light can give, and an air of importance it lends to accessories. You can at least tuck a few spotlights into those room plans.
I think we've seen every nook and cranny. I've never felt so relaxed after watching a video though.
The skylights these days are so full of style. I chose a 7-foot round bubble because I wanted to complement the table. The plus is
Oh,
the
cool.
dome is visible from the street front, which adds curiosity to the house when the lights are on at night. A row of twinkle lights circle the perimeter, and it has its own transformer.
She has a transformer? How much money does this lady make?
I hope you feel inspired to complete your interior and begin to enjoy and
I
be
do.
proud of your home. First, you must believe your goal of completion to be possible before you see the results. So sit down with a professional or member of your family and put together a workable plan. Then implement the design. This saves from
Alright, I'm
unnecessary
redesigning
spending,
this
impulse
stream.
purchases,
Okay.
and uncomfortable rooms. Incorporate some of these ideas I've given into your scheme. Move things around and be receptive to a new, fresh concept.
It's going to be
aware
teal
of
and
what's available
purple.
on the market, as there are
Wait a
materials
minute.
to please everyone. Don't dispose of anything
We're like
till you have
halfway
laid
there,
out this
actually.
plan and actually started the project. My aim was to dissolve some limitations on what can be done and encourage you to complete your interiors and go about life sharing them with family and friends.
Honey, the kids are home.
Why would they ring the doorbell to their own house? Okay, now where the fuck is the music credits? There's no music credits. How fucking dare you?
My lord.
Spelled finishing touch wrong at the bottom. Enclose $3 in a self-addressed stamped envelope. I'm about to mail this woman and ask her what the fuck those songs were. Why do I have to send you $3 though? What the fuck? You think I just have $3 in my pockets? I don't even have pockets.
Capture those sporting moments on Super Evelyn videotape from TDK, the great name in tape cassettes.
You know, Jeeves, there's only one snag about spending the weekend here with Lord Glastonbury.
His lordship's sherry, sir?
Absolutely, Jeeves.
That's why, sir, I took the liberty of bringing a bottle
I
of
love
your
this guy.
craft original.
Oh, Jeeves, topo!
If you love
Beats me why the old
something,
buffer
let
doesn't
it
get
go.
some in.
If
Lord
it
Glastonbury is very set
resubscribes,
in his
then
ways, sir.
that's
I fear
great.
he regards
This
a
is what
cream
every
sherry
British
like
person
chocolate
sounds like.
with its light, delicate colour somewhat too modern for him.
Sheer nectar, Jeeves. Compared with this jolly old brown stuff.
Everyone's
It's a clear
named
winner.
Jeeves.
I say, Jeeves, clear winner. That's a joke.
I can almost buy a
Very nice,
Starbucks with this.
Kraft Original Pale Cream Sherry. One instinctively knows when something is right.
Chanel number 19. Witty. Chanel number 19. Confident.
What happened to all the other Chanels?
Devastatingly feminine. Number 19. The outspoken Chanel.
Holy fuck. All you gotta do is wave at a girl when she makes out with you?
Christmas isn't Christmas without one.
It's not Christmas anymore!
Working, Tefal scientists never stop thinking.
What if we increase the number of steam vents to 37, each with a
Alright,
diameter of
these guys have
7.9
big
millimeters?
brains.
Total steam output of 500 milligrams per second. Well, of course, we'd have to increase the water chamber capacity by 96 milliliters.
It's brain power like this that invented the Tefal Long Life Tap Water Steam Iron. With twice as many holes as ordinary steam irons, it produces twice as much steam. And more steam means less work.
Jeffrey, you're a genius. What do you think, Irene?
Queen's Knight, Queen's Bishop, free checkmate.
The Tefal Long Life Steam Iron. We have the
Her
technology.
hair was
because
hiding
we
her
have the
big brain.
brains.
national and provincial, everyone's local building society.
How did that dog get in that boat by himself?
Cool, slow burning, satisfying St. Bruno. Patron saint of pipe smokers.
It's the dog of cancer.
Santa's coming with denim.
Hey, whoa.
The man who doesn't have to try too hard.
Holy shit. It's got too horny for me.
I bet he drinks Carling's Black Label. Not tonight, he won't. They've just closed.
I hate this. I hate it. You paint your wagon. Don't tell me to paint my wagon.
I've been asked to set my brownies a task to find out if Fairy is better value than other soaps. I gave the Pixies a well-known soap and the Sprites Fairy. Come on, Jane, keep pushing.
We can't. There's hardly any soap left. And it's all gooey.
We can't do it!
Fairy's left.
Well, that does seem to show that Fairy is better value because it lasts longer.
Pure mild fairy, the longer lasting soap.
Please no more stop motion. I hate it. Listen, I appreciate it, but it's so creepy. Let's get drunk this Christmas.
Crystal dark. Crystal dark. How about a nightcap?
Oh, yes.
Crystal dark hits just the right note.
A perfect softness. A reliable strength.
Oh.
And a lasting length.
Oh god, it's too cute.
All go
Oh no.
and drinks.
May I say how much I cherish our afternoons together, Sarah? The combination of your sweet company and these delicious...
Why are you making her do all the work?
The delicate, spicy flavor of the ginger crunch creams, the sweet, subtle taste of the golden crunch creams, and the treacle with that rich, mouth-watering flavor.
I'm gonna
so
come.
Incredibly tempting. I could get quite carried away, Sarah. Sarah? Sarah!
Sarah's fucking cool.
What goes with the Great British Turkey or the Great British Cheese? And what does the Great British Pork Pie demand? Ask the Great British family and they'll say... Branston! The Great British Pickle. So
They'll say what?
Branston, the pickle great enough to be called British.
Fresh cream.
Oh yeah, put that cream on it,
Be a
Santa.
devil.
Wait, what? What does that have to do with it?
From Piat, Le Piat d'Or.
The French adore le pied d'or.
Convincing.
From Zanussi comes Washcraft, engineered for at least a decade of economy and real reliability. How else could Zanussi offer you the optional protection and peace of mind of 5-year cover? Washcraft and 5-year cover from Zanussi, the appliance of science.
Sit up straight, Susie. Today I'll show you how to make bubbles. First, you need water. Then, what's next?
A squeeze of dairy liquid.
Write that down, class.
And look, lovely bubbles.
Then you put your hands in.
Yes, I like these gentle bubbles. They help keep my hands as soft as Susie's.
What else do gentle bubbles
Susie's
do?
fucking narcoleptic.
Sparkling clean.
Now,
Get her some help.
Lessons about gentle bubbles. And soft hands, Mummy.
Now hands that do dishes can feel soft as your face with mild green fairy liquid.
See the face you love light up with Terry's All Gold.
The finest chocolate assortment you can give by Terry's of York.
Stop fingering my chocolates.
You love light up with Terry's All Gold.
Christmas isn't Christmas without one.
A lot of cream happening.
You see, there's no better tasting British sherry.
Hello, come on in. Nice to see you. How are you?
Let the
Hello.
warmth come through.
Oh yeah, let the warmth come through. Let it fill your body.
This is a remarkable
Every
new
cavity
high-vital
that you
pumping
have.
system. With 20 watts per channel, it's not only as powerful as many of its rivals, but has all the features and quality that you've come to expect from Sanyo. But what makes it truly unusual is its price, just $279.95. So if you have a wise head for value,
Yo,
see Sanyo,
gimme.
your nearest dealer, and all branches of Curry's, Dixon's, and Clydesdale. Then decide.
Do I get the owl as well?
The latest, greatest, ever more spectacular Woolworth Christmas show. Blitz price albums for the music fan. Seven and the Reggae Tiger. Duran Duran. Ask for Paul McCartney and we're sure to man. Can we get you imagination? Of course we can. Chaz and Dane's new Nita for all your party hits. Genesis by Genesis. The Eurythmics. Take a trip to Woolworth and join in the record blitz. It's the latest, greatest, ever more spectacular.
Honestly, great albums. Bye.
Santa's coming with denim.
Stop.
For the man who
Stop
doesn't
it.
have to try too hard.
We're horny enough. Knock it off.
Baxter's Scotch vegetable has a taste like no other soup. The taste of Speyside. Here in the rich
That would be
Highland Garden,
terrifying.
3 generations of Baxters have turned soup making
I just want to be in my
into a
house.
legend, creating the most
Take the
magical
magic soup
Scotch
away from me.
vegetable.
We must trim this hedge.
Baxter's, the magic of Speyside.
Many ask the secret of Tia Maria. First, we capture the deep, rich taste of a warm Caribbean
That's
night.
my bio.
Then we add the soft summer winds. Last, we pour in the warmth of the tropical sun. But the real secret is...
Delicious.
Just like you.
It makes any occasion warmer.
Whoa.
Tia Maria. A taste of the Caribbean.
Pussy tastes good.
According to Margot,
Oh, fuck!
there are 3 essentials for successful entertaining. A little imagination, Cadbury Smash, and one of these. By being more adventurous with Smash, she conjures up anything from pies and potato cakes to soups and soufflés. And there's still ample time to add the finishing touches to her outfit.
What do you
Welcome.
Martin?
Here, let me take your jacket. And pants.
For mash, get smash.
Have you noticed the
Right,
subtle change of the pace of life? We seem to be eating faster, drinking faster, and traveling faster than ever before. Is it any wonder we sometimes get indigestion? Not that we need let it beat us. We just need an effective answer. Fast. Bicidol. Beats indigestion. Fast.
When it's a while before you'll eat again, Twix will tide you over. Twix, the longer-lasting snack. Some snacks are gone before you know it, but not Twix. There's crunchy shortcake, tasty caramel, and delicious real milk chocolate, all twice over in Twix. So it really does last you longer.
The Twin Twix pack is the
Who eats a Twix out of the package like that?
At Debenhams, we're having our toy sale before Christmas, because now is when you need to save money. The Debenhams Toy Sale.
The old iron graveyard is the one place the new Rowenta Tapmaster iron has no intention of going. That's why it's got extra steam, just when you need it. That's why it can use water straight from the tap. And that's why it's got a see-through water tank, so you can tell how full it is. The new Rowenta Tapmaster irons. Rowenta leaves the rest behind.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Put Scholl thermal insoles in your shoes and keep the heat in your feet.
That's a thing that exists? Can I get some?
The many faces of pulsar quartz give pleasure that reflect many faces of elegance. These are the true faces of love. Pulsar quartz.
Next this afternoon, we go in
search of Father Christmas.
Where is he?
Tony, help!
Tony!
He's stealing the Frosty's secret formula.
What? Oh, no, he's not.
Buckle up, Tony!
What have you done to us?
Only Kellogg's Frosties have the secret formula that makes them...
Here's to another month.
Yikes, this is the end of the road. For Tiger Man, your secret's safe with me. Nothing like Frosties when you're feeling a bit flat. They're great.
Over the last 50 years, 14 building societies with local roots and different names became one. National and provincial, with assets of £3,500 million.
We're national and provincial, we're today's
Heavy.
society. We've rich provincial history in our bones. With the national strength to help more people watch their savings grow. And the local roots to make you feel at home.
National and provincial, everyone's local building society.
I don't want to set the world on fire. I just want to start.
Do you mind if I ask a personal question?
No. What is it?
How big is your pussy?
In my heart, I have
Share the fantasy. Chanel number 5.
Whoa, what a palm. Oh, dear. Happy birthday, Toby.
Create a better atmosphere.
Aww. It's Toby's birthday.
Right, where's this lot from then, Colin?
The planet Zanussi.
Oh, yes, fine. Zanussi freezers, washing
The only
machines,
time I've ever
clothes
seen
dryers.
anything shipped in a box like that was a sex
Now, take
doll.
this fridge freezer. How often do you get craftsmanship like that down here, eh?
Not very often.
And they're all reliable, economical.
I don't know how they do it.
It's the appliance of science, isn't it?
Oh, is that what it is?
Yes. Right, take it away, lads.
From Zanussi, the appliance of science.
What does every turkey want when it's hot?
A dip in the ocean. Ocean spray, cranberry
How
sauce.
can mirrors be real if our eyes aren't real?
Northampton Lane, please.
You need tunes, mate.
Tunes help you breathe more easily.
Tunes.
To obtain your free holiday brochures, telephone this number or look for the holiday brochure offer in the TV Times.
Commercials are driving me insane, honestly.
Capture those sporting moments on Super Evelyn videotape from TDK, the great name in tape cassettes.
Christmas Eve entertainment on ITV features Adam Ant in the Prince Charming Review.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Later at 2:30, there's feature film Fantasy with Jason and the Argonauts.
Is he a kaiju?
At 4:30, the Crankies drop in for Christmas.
Hey?
Illegal.
No, that's not an eagle, it's a parrot.
Some of the highlights for Christmas Eve on ITV.
My sweet baby bio.
I hope you have a good stream, Zone. Love ya.
Now in Granada, we're off to a mountain in the north of Sweden in search of Father Christmas.
Eat a dick, Mom! It's my decision. See you later, bitch. I'm gonna go listen to rock music.
Hello?
Jean? I won't be able to catch the early flight home, so don't expect me until tomorrow.
Did everything go all right?
I'll fill you in on it when I get home. How's everything there?
Well, Jeff and I had another blow-up about his music. He left for church in quite a huff. Really, Arthur, I just don't know what we're going to do about it.
Left for church.
Did you try talking to him again?
No, talking does no good. I think maybe
You
I'll call
can't
his
hear
youth
me
pastor,
over that loud
John.
rock music.
Maybe he'll be able to remind Jeff what the Bible says
I
about
think the
obedience.
devil's got a hold of our
Good
boy.
idea. We'll talk about it when I get home.
Very well, dear. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, honey.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Yeah, I just remember my pastor's phone number. Fucking doesn't.
Hello? Yes, this is Jim Owen.
Finally, I can buy a whole potato.
Had to do it once more for the big nice
Of
weed
course,
and
I'd be glad to
sex
talk to you. Let me
numbers.
check my calendar.
Zone smug
How
zone
about tomorrow
gasm.
at 1:30? Good, I'll see you then.
Finally, I can buy a whole potato.
Let him take up his cross daily and let him follow me. Jesus calls us not only to a life of trust and a life of belief in him, but to a life of commitment.
Thank God, I really needed
lives,
this
our
sermon.
dating relationships, and also our music.
Been feeling
In
extra
every area of
sinful
life.
lately.
Let us stand for a song of invitation.
Getting tired of hearing every evangelist we get in here come in and tell me how sinful I am. Last year it was get your hair cut. Now all we ever hear is
I'm so full of sin.
You'd think they'd get some other sermon to preach.
If it weren't for the party afterwards, I wouldn't even be here. I sure hope this thing doesn't last much longer. I'm about to starve.
What's wrong with me? I can't tell them. They'd only laugh. Lord, Jesus, I'm sorry about yelling at Mom. I'll fix it up with her when I get home, but why do I feel like this?
Hey, Jeff, how's it going?
Oh, everything's fine, Brother Jim. The service was just great. Jeff, you gotta hear this.
Put some fucking vodka in my drink. This is a lame ass party.
We're gonna need some more ice.
You're home early. How was the youth meeting tonight?
Oh, it was pretty good. 2 kids got saved. The fellowship afterwards was okay.
2 kids got saved.
Mom?
Yes?
Mom, I'm really sorry about the way I acted this afternoon. I shouldn't have said what I did.
That's all right, dear. Don't worry about it. You go on and get some sleep now.
She looks like Mary.
Thanks, Mom.
The cool head wrap.
Good night.
Good night.
Wait, is this boy gonna be Jesus? Play the devil music! Do it! That is some goddamn setup, boy. Back to church, everyone. Remember to be good boys and girls.
I'll come straight to the point. I've come about Jeff. My husband and I feel we can no longer handle him. Jeff's not a bad boy, but he won't listen to me. And with Arthur out of town so much, well, I just...
He's been a very, very bad boy.
Basically, as Jeff
Let me get my hands on him. I'll control
Then he
him.
blows up in anger and walks out. I've talked and talked to him about his music especially, but it just goes in one ear and out the other. His father has talked to him about that rock music, but it doesn't seem to faze Jeff. He either listens to that noise at Marty's or in the car. Brother Owen, Jeff respects you, and you seem to have a lot of influence with him. Would you be willing to talk to him?
So then the problem is mainly Jeff's attitude, his rebellion concerning his music?
Jeff's attitude change became apparent right after we gave him a stereo for Christmas last year. I suppose that was the beginning of it.
Do you know if Jeff
What's that
listened to rock
goddamn
music before he
stereo?
had the stereo?
I really don't know. I didn't pay that much attention to what he listened to. Does it make that much difference?
Jeff has probably been a fan of rock for a long time.
Kids hear it everywhere, at school, in the car, in restaurants, on TV. You weren't aware of his listening to it until Jeff started playing it on his stereo at home. When you and your husband began saying, no, no, turn it off, well, that's when Jeff rebelled.
You make it sound like it's all my fault. What am I supposed to do?
Of course it's not all your fault, but neither is it all Jeff's fault. The more you attack his music, the more he rebels.
Oh, look at this guy's bits.
Mrs. Sims, kids identify so closely with their music that if someone attacks that music, it's a personal attack on the kids themselves. You criticize Jeff's music, he
Looks
feels
like
as though you're
that tie
criticizing
is
him,
attacking
especially
your
if you
neck,
know nothing
dude.
about the music. He feels as though your discipline is merely as a result of differing opinions or taste in music. Tell me, do you know anything about Jeff's music, his favorite songs or lyrics to them?
I'm afraid I must plead ignorance. The only thing I know about Jeff's music is that it's loud and it drives me up the wall.
Well, you're not alone. Most parents are not knowledgeable concerning rock music, but in order to set standards in the home, parents should become informed. And being a consistent example will go much further than nagging or
Wait,
yelling.
wait, 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 wait. Are you suggesting
Do you watch
that parents
soap
pay
operas on
attention to their children and what they do?
Mrs. Sims, Jeff could scripturally come up with the same arguments for why soap operas are bad
Come
as he
on
could
now.
for why rock music is bad. Whether or not you realize it, he watches you very closely. Being a consistent example for your children will quickly get the point across that you mean business. Scripturally, a family is a two-sided responsibility. Children are to obey. Parents are not to provoke their children to wrath.
I see what you mean. Now what can I do to correct the problem?
Discipline and love, not anger. Be consistent, be an example, and be available when Jeff does come to you and your husband with questions. And if you think it'll ease the tension, I'd be happy to talk with Jeff.
My husband and I would greatly appreciate it. I'm afraid to mention the subject to Jeff.
We don't want to
for fear
deal
of
with our
another
child. Could
explosion.
you do it, please?
Rock music is one of the most difficult things a Christian young person must deal with. I'm not going to lecture Jeff. That would turn him off immediately. But I can enlighten him on a few facts and guide him into his own
And I want
personal
to turn him on.
I'll try to find out what's bothering him.
Thank you very much. I came here today because of Jeff, but I think I learned the most.
Well, my door's always open to you. Call me anytime.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thanks for helping to clean up the wreck off.
Oh, sure. Anytime.
Jeff, can I talk to you for a few minutes?
Well, yeah. What's up?
Well, your mom came in to see me this afternoon. She says you've been having some problems.
Yeah. Mom and I guess we haven't been getting along very well lately.
Hey, I'm not going to deliver some big lecture or stick the Bible in your nose. If you want to talk, I'm here.
Brother Owen, I've been so confused lately. Mom's always yelling about something, but I guess I've been a real pain lately, too. The Lord's really been convicting me about acting up at home, but whenever I decide to get things straightened out, then Mom starts in again about my music, and I lose my temper all over again. I want to obey God and Mom, but it's so hard.
Nah, fuck them both.
Well, you know you're in good company, Jeff. Even the Apostle Paul had to write in Romans 7, verses 18 and 19, "For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but to perform that which is good I find not. For the good that I would, I do not. But the evil which I would not, that I do."
What can I do then?
If a woodchuck
Part of me
could
wants
chuck
to obey
wood.
God, but I always seem to get so sidetracked.
If I remember correctly, we had a similar conversation about a year ago. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah. That's when I came in to talk about my salvation.
Right. When you believed with all your heart that Jesus died and rose again for your sins, you became a child of God. Salvation isn't a promise of a problem-free life. But with the Holy Spirit inside you for guidance, by faith, you can live for Christ.
I want the Holy
Hour
Spirit
by
inside
hour,
of me.
minute by minute, a daily dedication and surrender. Colossians
Minute by
2,
minute.
6 and 7 states, "As ye have therefore received Christ Jesus the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith." But dedication and surrender,
I'm supposed to come inside Jesus?
they involve
I
more
don't
than just
understand
going
this
to church
Bible
or reading your
talk.
Bible. They also have to do with every area of your life. The Bible says, whatever you do, do all to the glory of God. Tell me, would that include your music?
My music? Well, sure, but how can you...
How can you set standards? Well, any standards for a Christian should be set according to Scripture. Sometimes that can be difficult because Scripture isn't always specific. It never specifically says, thou shalt not smoke, and yet we know that it does talk about taking care of your body because the body is a temple of the Holy Spirit. If
I don't
whatever
think
you
that's the
do is
reason.
to
I think it's
glorify
because
Christ,
smoking gives you
shouldn't your
cancer.
music glorify Him as well?
Sure, but does that mean the only thing I can listen to is Amazing Grace or How Great Thou Art?
No, of course not. But the music and the words to songs should not be against principles set down in Scripture. Illicit sex, drugs, mocking God, the occult. Aren't these things often found in rock music?
I haven't thought of it like that.
But that's fun.
But not all rock is that way.
No, some
I
contemporary music
spy
wouldn't
with
fit into
my
any of
little
those
eye
categories.
somebody's watching our stream.
Well, they are mainly the exception. A Christian must be very selective to make sure that his music wouldn't be, well, an embarrassment to God. Would you be willing to participate in an experiment?
What do you mean, an experiment?
Well, let's call it a contract. For 2 weeks, I want you to not listen to any rock music. During those 2 weeks, you can do some personal research to see if rock has a place in your Christian lifestyle. Are you willing?
No music for 2 weeks?
Hold on, I didn't say no music, period. I said no rock music. Jeff, God gave music to edify. I don't want you to be totally without music in your life. That would constitute cruel and unusual punishment. These are some albums
Do your
and a
legal
couple of
guardians
tapes
know
from my
you're
own
here?
personal collection. Why don't you borrow them for a couple of weeks?
Brother Jim, I don't know what to say.
Say you'll do it.
I think
You'll
your taste
research
in
rock
music
and find your own
sucks,
conclusions.
Brother
Based
Jim.
on God's word, not an opinion.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Well, everyone's got an opinion. Opinions change all the time, but God's word never changes. After the 2 weeks are up, come back and tell me what you decided. And remember what I said about dedication and surrender. They both apply to your choice in music. Well, how about it?
Man, you really know how to put somebody on a spot. I guess it does sound like a pretty fair deal. Oh, all right. No rock music for 2 weeks. But what about the research? I mean, where do I start?
These are some recently published books on rock music from a Christian perspective. They contain some in-depth information on various rock groups and their music. Why don't you take them, and after you've read them, come on back, tell me what you think. But remember, not just your opinion.
This is going to be my decision.
Right, that's why I don't want just your opinion. I want a clear-cut, scripturally based conviction. After you've done your research and prayerfully search the scriptures, I want God's word to back
I
up
don't
whatever you
want.
decide.
I don't want
Nothing
this
vague or
homework.
contradictory.
I don't want.
If you decide to give me 10 reasons why you should listen to rock music, then I want 10 straightforward scriptures to back up that reasoning.
And I didn't realize what I'd be.
Just listen to your rock music with your headphones on like you did when you went to bed.
Okay.
It's
what if
just
I decide
that
to go back
easy.
to my old music after 2 weeks?
Fine. It's your decision. It's just like salvation, Jeff. I can show you the facts of the gospel.
It's
right
your
out of this
decision to
book.
go to hell, you
But I can't force
motherfucker.
you or anyone else to be saved. Surrender and dedication.
Listen to that rock music, I dare you.
I suppose 2 weeks won't kill me. Sure. It's a deal.
Good. Listen, feel free to call me if you have any questions. Let's pray before you go.
No!
Dear gracious God,
Let's pray before you go.
I thank you for Jeff and for the decisions.
2 weeks? If I live that long.
Is he gonna kill himself? Jeff. Just listen to your music. Calm down.
Melissa, come on in.
Hi, Mrs. Sims.
Jeff's in front of the TV as usual.
Look what Grandma Carter sent me for my birthday. Isn't it beautiful? I've always wanted a birthstone ring.
It's lovely. How is your grandmother?
She says in her letter she's doing fine, but she won't be coming for a visit until Christmas.
Oh, that's too bad. Why don't you see if you can get him out from in front of the TV?
Uh-oh. She's going to tempt him.
Jeff, look at my engagement ring. Jeff, my engagement ring?
Your what? That's not an engagement ring.
Silly, it's my birthday present Grandma sent me. Isn't it gorgeous?
It's pretty. I like the color.
Men, you wouldn't know pretty if it slapped you in the face. What are you reading?
It's a book about, music. Here, you want to have a seat? I'm doing some research. You're beautiful.
I know. Oh, no. Jeff, look, he's gonna shoot her. Oh.
Great. What do you do for an encore?
I'm sorry. Here, let me help you.
What does the Bible say about a eye for an eye?
The Bible says nothing about bull for bull.
Forgiveness is one of my better virtues.
Is this how Christian people have foreplay? I don't like it.
Jeff, did you get the tickets to the rock concert? Jeff, did you get the...
I didn't get them.
Jeff, you know the concert is in 5 days. They'll only hold reserved seats for so long. I can get my mom to pick them up if you don't
Don't. I've changed my mind about going.
Changed your mind? Last week you were so excited about it. Has your mom said anything that have made you change your mind?
Yes. No. I mean, it's my own decision. Look, I'd like to go, but I can't.
But we've waited
She is a temptress.
almost 3 months for these tickets. I thought this concert was going to be my birthday.
Think about it, Jeff.
Well, look.
Rock music and
Still
titties.
go.
By myself? Alone? I won't go without you. You know that.
Well, I can't go. We can go out to eat or something for your birthday.
I do not understand you. What in the world is going on? So, what's this got to do with you not going to the concert?
Okay, let me explain. You know how Mom and Dad have been on my back the past few months? She went to Brother Owen about it.
Don't tell me you're grounded.
Not exactly.
Well, what?
Well, I kind of made an agreement with Brother Jim. I'm not to listen to any rock music for 2 weeks. Well, he loaned me some books to read about it. He even loaned me some of his Christian albums and tapes to listen to while I make my decision.
What kind of decision?
Well, the Bible does say that everything we do should glorify Christ. So Jim wants me to research rock music. That's what the book's for. And to search the Bible and find out if Christians should listen to rock. Look, it's only for 2 weeks, and I can give him my decision.
Of all the stupid things. Look, we can still go to the concert. We'd already made our plans way before you made this deal.
I know. But I gave my word to Brother Jim.
My
And
lord.
to God. No rock music for 2 weeks.
But we've been counting on this. Look, just don't tell Brother Owen we went. He'll never have to know anything about it.
But I would know. And God would know. And
That's right.
matters more.
Lie about it.
Here, you should read some
Fuck
of this
God.
stuff. I never realized before how bad a lot of that music is.
I never thought you'd get so fanatical.
Melissa, please don't
No
leave
pussy
mad.
for Jeff.
I'd go if I could. Look, we can still go bowling or something.
Bowling? Well, if you'd rather stay home and read some book instead of going out with me, well, that's your decision. And I'm going to the concert. Maybe with Dennis. He'd love to go out with me.
He has a bigger dick.
We're
next, son? I hear you.
What's this I've been hearing about you not going to the concert?
Yeah.
I guess you've been talking to Melissa.
Yeah, I'm not going. Did she tell you why? Something about some kind of a deal with Jim.
Yeah.
Man, what's going on?
Just been doing some reading up on rock music. Starting to believe what some of those preachers have been talking about. Hey, come over to my house later on. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, man. Don't start preaching at me. Get enough of that at church.
Okay, no preaching. But you're the one that always says I won't believe it unless I see it with my own two eyes. Come on, Marty, it won't hurt just to see. I don't want you to think I'm some kind of a
Stop
fanatic,
trying to rope people into your fucking
wondering
weird
about
church
that.
experiment.
All right, come on. Let's go.
And look at this one. You see what I mean? Over half of those songs, either the titles or the lyrics have something to do with sex.
So what? It's a popular subject nowadays. And not just with rock music.
Well, that's true. But does that make it right? Some of these
Yes.
groups, they believe in a lifestyle that's totally against
God
everything the
made
Bible
you
teaches.
horny, Jeff.
Drinking, drugs,
Just
sex.
accept
Some
it.
are even involved in the occult. And if we buy their albums, then we're putting money in their pockets. We're actually paying for their sin. We're promoting sin.
Okay, that's true for some groups. I could understand if every kid at church was buying that kind of stuff, but they're not.
I think you're wrong. While we're trying to reach people for Christ, the record industry is pumping sex and Satanism into the minds of little kids. I talked to 2 different record clerks at the shop at the mall. They said that the average
I won't
age
tell
of a
if
person
you
buying a
won't.
Kiss album was 12 years old. 12. I even saw a little kid buying Rolling Stone's Start Me Up.
Gene Simmons has
Don't you
that
think you're going off
really
the deep
long
end?
tongue.
I mean, everyone has a right to his own taste in music.
Yeah, but the Bible says to avoid even the appearance of evil. And a lot of this music is...
Hey, I said no preaching. Look, I go to church because Dad makes me. He acts so holy. Plays deacon on Sunday and then cusses us out on Monday. If you want to be goody-goody Christian, that's fine with me, but don't force it down my throat.
I'm not trying to force anything, Marty. I just thought if I showed you the facts...
Okay. Okay, you showed me. Hey, if you're gonna get rid of these albums, throw them my way, huh? See you later.
I like that guy. He's pretty cool.
Hi. How you doing?
Pretty good. Sherry dropped me off so I could see you. I just wanted to make sure you weren't so angry with me. I acted pretty stupid. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I never really was angry with you. You did have a good reason to be upset. I'm sorry about the concert.
Jeff, I didn't mean what I said about going with Dennis. I'd only go with you. Instead, do you still want to go out to eat or something like you said?
Sure. I gotta get
Just
back
go
to
with
work.
Dennis.
I get off in 15 minutes. You wanna wait for me? We'll talk about it on the way, okay?
Okay, I'll wait.
You want something?
Sure, a Coke would be nice.
Usually takes me about 15 minutes to get off too.
Too bad about the concert. Marty's already got his tickets. He's really excited about it. Jeff, what if you went to Brother Owen and explained about our plans? I'm sure he'd understand about the concert.
Melissa, I thought we'd gotten that settled.
Okay, it's settled. Doctor's office music.
No, put it back on the other channel. You know I'm not supposed to listen to that.
You're not. I am. Jeff, don't. Come on.
No, cut it out.
I think you're acting selfish.
I'm acting selfish. It's my car.
All right, Jeff, just how long are you going to keep this up?
I don't know.
Where's your Walkman, dude?
My parents off my back. It's been 6 days now. Sometimes I want to change that channel so bad, but I won't. I made a promise.
Well, I'm glad you've only got 8 days left.
Yeah, my name is Jeff Sims. I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions about the music business. Yeah, let me get our manager. Hey,
So tell me, Jeff, how's the research going?
after going through my own record collection, I went to the shopping mall as you suggested.
Did you have any difficulty?
Some. I tried to interview 2 teenagers in the record department, but when they found out I was a Christian, they hassled me a little bit. But most of the people I talked to were pretty nice. One store clerk even recruited one of his friends in the store to answer my survey questionnaire. After that, I copied down some of the song titles from the albums of the more popular groups of the past few years.
Well, you have been busy. Have you come to any conclusions yet?
Well, I haven't made any final decision, if that's what you mean. I'm still sorting things out, but I guess I am bothered about one thing. I never really realized before how dependent I've been on rock. Just walking by the audio store with the music playing,
Dependent.
I just stopped there and listened without realizing what I was doing. The beat just grabbed me. Couldn't get the music out of my mind. Until
It
I got
sounds
home,
good. Oh no.
It was just weird being controlled like that.
Bland, boring.
Well, Jeff, I'm really proud of you the way you stuck with our deal. Only 5 days left. I think I should tell you something that may help you make your decision.
What's that?
Right after I was saved, when I was 16, I also
Just do
researched
things you
rock
hate.
music, see if it had a place
For
in
the
my
sake
Christian
of
life.
God.
Only my decision was a little bit more difficult to make than yours because I was a rock and roll musician at the time.
You? But you're a preacher.
Yeah, well, now I'm a preacher, but when I was 16, I wanted to be a rock and roll musician. I was a drummer in our older brother's band. We were pretty good for local talent. Then I got saved and things began to change. So, you see, I do understand what you're going through.
Getting
No
saved
matter how
sounds
much
like
my
it
music meant
sucks.
to me, I had to know if it conflicted with my relationship with Jesus Christ. I think you know what I decided.
Yeah, but you were going to be a preacher. I mean, everybody expects a preacher to be holy
And walk the straight and narrow. Jeff, I wasn't called to be a minister until my sophomore year in college. Just like you at 16, I didn't know where I was headed. But when Christ came into my heart, my values changed. Some sinful habits I had to get rid of instantly, but other things that had played a big part of my life, well, I had to give them up. I remember right after I was saved, my best friend decided he didn't want to pal around with some religious holy Joe. Deciding to become a Christian even cost me a few friends. But in the long run, it was worth it.
Well, why didn't you tell me this from the beginning?
In the beginning, wouldn't you have thought I was trying to push you into a corner? Force a decision on you may later have regretted? Now, you had to do your own research. Come to your own conclusions. Now, with the work almost completed, you're facing some difficult choices. It's not as easy as a simple yes or no, is it?
Part of me wishes I'd never even started. Choices. It's not only rock music now, but my friendship with Marty's shaky because of all this. And Melissa's not exactly happy. She expects me to go back the way it was before all this started. And Mom's been real nice so far, but what if I do decide to go back to my old music? If I make my decision one way, my friends are going to hate
kiddo.
me. If I make my decision the other way, my parents are going to kill me.
Well, I think you may be exaggerating the point just a little bit. Besides, aren't you forgetting someone?
Who?
Jesus Christ. If you do what
Who?
God wants, all the other things are going to fall into place. He's not testing you beyond what you're able to handle. Stick with it these next few days. And remember, it's your decision.
Yeah. It's my decision. Okay.
I'm gonna live alone and play rock music as loud as I want. It's my decision.
Now, sir, can I help you?
2 burgers and a Coke.
2 burgers and a Coke, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Jeff. Phone call. Some girl. Make it short, will you?
Yeah. This is Jeff.
Oh, Jeff, want to have some fun? We're invited to a party at Marty's tonight. He just called me.
Are you sure he wants me to come? We haven't been, well, you know.
He specifically told me to call you. He's called a bunch of the kids from the youth group and from school to come over for a party. Oh, please go, Jeff. It'll be loads of fun.
What time?
Marty said around 6.
Okay, I get off work about 5 o'clock.
6 is too late for a party.
I'm gonna have to go home and shower and change, though. I smell like a giant French fry.
Pick you up about 5:45.
Should I bring anything?
Just yourself. Marty says he's got all the munchies.
See you about 5:45.
Okay, see ya.
Bye.
There's gonna be rock music there, Jeff.
Hey, Leslie. How's it going? Good. Amanda, Morgan?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mel. Hey, Jeff. I have concocted the best onion dip you will ever taste. I ought to be a chef. Hey, you remember the last pizza I made?
Yeah? You put bad anchovies on it, and I was sick all night.
I told you to only eat the mushrooms.
I think I'll just stick to the cheese. I don't think you can mess that up.
Hell yeah, I'll bet. Jeff, why don't you go back to the garage and get a bag of ice?
Sure.
Has it been acting to you?
Jeff seems a bit jumpy, but that ridiculous deal with Brother Owen will be over in a couple of days. Then he'll snap out of it.
I don't know. Came on pretty strong with me last week. I think he's actually beginning to believe that stuff he's been told. I don't know. If he starts in on it again, I'm just...
Do you want me to fill the cups?
Yeah.
I'll put these out.
Finish your sentence. Tell Jeff he's being a fuck.
With what? You mean the music? Oh man, this is a party. What do you want, Amazing Grace?
It's our youth group in there.
This ain't church. It's time to let down from some of the thou shalt nots we get all week.
Then why did you bother to invite me if you plan to play that
Man,
garbage?
it's like I told you before. Don't push it down my throat. Now, if you want to have some fun, okay. But if you don't like it, then just go home to Mama.
Jeff, wait. I want to talk to you, Jeff.
He's gonna go home to Mama.
You heard him. He told me to leave. So I'm...
Jeff, what is wrong with you? Marty is your best friend, and this is supposed to be a party. You're supposed to have fun.
Why did he bother to invite me anyway? Or did you talk him into it? Look, I don't need you to fight my battles for me or get me invited to places that I'm not wanted.
Jeff, don't kick up a stink about that music now. You've only got 2 days left on that agreement.
Look, do you think it's going to blow over in 2 days? Well, it's not. Not in 2 days, not ever.
Not ever? Jeff, you've been letting those books you've been reading
That's
fill
right.
your heads with...
That's right. I've learned quite a bit these last 2 weeks, and I'm not going to stick around here and be a hypocrite.
Don't you start preaching at me, Jeff Sims. You can save it for Sunday school. And I don't blame these guys for laughing at you behind your back. You've become a fanatic. A real fanatic. Why don't you just go home? Go home before you lose any more friends.
It ain't worth it, Jeff. You live your life of sin, and then before you die, you say, you know what, Jesus was a pretty cool dude, and then you go to heaven. That's what everyone else...
Jeff? Is that you, Jeff?
Yeah, it's me.
Mom, if you didn't fucking yell at Jeff for listening to music too loud...
Jeff!
Oh yeah, make it worse.
Jeff, I am trying to... Jeff, I am really disappointed in you, young man. What's your agreement with Brother Owen? No, you can't even keep that. You've got to blast the roof off with that garbage. Well, we'll see what your father has to say about that when he gets home. And I'm sure Brother Owen...
Put the headphones on, Jeff.
Hearing it. Go ahead. Tell Dad. Tell Brother Owen. I don't care. You think you're so perfect. Well, you're not. With your nose in the soap operas all day, they're nothing but sex with commercials. And then you scream about my music. You're a hypocrite. A hypocrite.
Hey, whoa.
Jeff? Jeff, come back.
Christian parents, dude. I feel bad for Jeff. He needs a hug.
I'm sick and tired of it. Turn that junk down. Now turn it off.
I never thought you'd be so fanatical.
Shouldn't your music glorify him too?
Oh, man, it's a party. What do you want, Amazing Grace?
Over half of those songs, either the titles or the lyrics have something to do with sex. Promoting sin.
No matter how much I love my music, I had to know if it conflicted with my relationship with Jesus Christ.
Go home before you lose any more friends.
Things that had played a big part of my life.
See, I feel bad for Jeff because he's just an idiot.
A real fanatic.
It would have been so much easier to just put the headphones in. She's mad that your music's loud, not that you're listening to rock music. You just put headphones, nobody hears anything. You wouldn't have even been in this mess, Jeff. And now you're gonna drive your car off a cliff. And that's not cool.
Lord, I've tried so hard.
Oh, please let there be like an image of Jesus in the sky. And he's wearing like a studded choker necklace. And has like kiss face paint on.
I do want to glorify you.
Rock on, Jeff.
In everything. Even in my music. Could you get Melissa for me?
Sure. Jeff, I'm so glad you came back. I knew once you thought it over, you'd see things.
Wait a minute, Melissa. I've got something I want to tell you, both of you.
Melly's gonna start spouting off the same old stuff again. Well, look, pal, you can forget it, because I'm not interested.
Melissa, I listened to you earlier. Please listen to me. I've been insulted and made fun of the last 2 weeks, especially tonight by people that I thought were my friends. I just had a big blow-up with Mom tonight. Said some things I shouldn't have. I've been driving around
She
the past
smacked
2 hours
you.
trying to get my head together.
So?
So I've made a few decisions. First of all, I'm tired of one-day-a-week Christianity. I want people to think that I'm different when they see me. I want them to think that Christianity is something more than just going to church. If that labels me a fanatic, well, all right. And another thing, I want the things that I say and the things that I do to glorify God. If that means not doing certain things or not listening to rock music,
How boring.
that's all right, too. I want to be your friend. And Marty's. If I've got to make a choice between you and living the kind of life that God wants me to, maybe I better find new friends.
Looks like the whole family's here tonight.
Hi, how are you?
Just fine. How are you? Well, Jeff, you nervous?
Kinda. I just hope it
Is
helps.
he gonna get saved?
Makes them think of things like I have the past 2 weeks.
Well, I appreciate your willingness to share your research with the youth meeting tonight. It's just about time to start. We better be getting in.
Brother Owen, before we go, my wife and I want to thank you for the help you've given Jeff, for the help you've given all of us. After I flew in from Chicago...
Did you tell him how you slapped your son?
For me. But we got together
Ma'am.
as a family, and we talked, and we prayed, and we got things straightened out.
And after Jeff shared some of his research with us, well, Arthur and I committed some things to Christ also.
Well, that's great. It's good to see how the Lord's working in your lives. Well, I think we better introduce our speaker. I think he's got a few things on his mind, too. Come on.
I guess most of you know me. I'm Jeff. I've been doing a special research project the past 2 weeks on rock music. Brother Owen suggested that I share with all of you what I found out. So here I am. I want you to think about these questions I'm going to ask. How many of you plan to leave church tonight to go out and get drunk? Or how many of you are going to go out and shoot up with some heroin or smoke a joint? How many of you guys and girls are going to leave the service tonight and...
Have sex? Say it.
If you're shocked by these questions, or if you think they're a little funny, maybe you should take a close look at the
Marty and Melissa fucking banged so hard at that party.
Personally, I like rock music.
While Jeff was doing his
The
research.
carnal part of me really likes rock. Man, I can just turn up that old stereo and the beat just drives away my bad mood. Pretty soon I'm really getting into it, really moving with it, and all my problems are gone. But what about the spiritual part of me? Aren't we supposed to pray and give our burdens to Jesus Christ? Are we supposed to just turn up the volume on our stereos a little louder and forget about it all? I know sometimes when Mom and Dad, when they would try to talk to me, I'd just tune them out by turning up my music. Haven't you done the same thing? Pretty soon I couldn't hear anything at all, not even God. I know some of you are thinking,
But you could do that
I
with
listen
any
to rock
music.
but I can control it. I don't think that's right.
What if you blasted the classical music instead to ignore all of your problems?
Or when you come home in the afternoon from school? What do you do when you get in your car? Or what's the last thing you heard before you came in the service this evening? Just walk into some record store that's playing a really good get-down beat. See what the music does to you. Have any of you ever seen a rock concert on TV? Or maybe even been to one personally? How did the audience react to the music? Well, did they just sit quietly in their seats and listen? Man, I sure wouldn't. No, they were all en masse, swaying and clapping and dancing and jumping to the beat. They were actually being controlled.
No, they were having fun.
And so were you. Also, do you like to sing along with the radio? I did a survey out at the mall. 4 out of 5 of the teenagers I talked to said that the lyrics
Do
weren't
you
important
like to
as long
sing
as the music
hymns
was
from the
pretty.
Bible, Jeff?
I don't know about you guys, but
No way is
whenever I
that
hear
type
a
of
good-
thing controlling at all, is it? So
I just start singing right along without even really caring or thinking about what I'm saying. But aren't we supposed to have the mind of Christ? What are the main themes of rock music? When I went through my own record collection, I was shocked. Isn't sex a major theme? And the occult too? And what about the lifestyles of the popular groups and artists? Some are admitted homosexuals. Others brag about how many people they've
hey
had sex
now.
with. And how many rock stars have been arrested for drug possession?
Some have even died from drug overdoses. And I used to think, so what? Until I took a close look at what the Bible has to say about it.
I'm gonna say, fuck Jeff.
Galatians 5:19.
Yeah, I felt bad for you losing your friends, but fuck
No,
you,
the
dude.
works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery,
Guys, I'm gonna give you some homework for
fornication,
2 weeks, okay?
uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry,
Listen to some rock
witchcraft,
music.
hatred, variance, emulations,
Perhaps
lust,
have
strife,
sex to it.
seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. Of the
Get
which
drunk.
I tell you
That's what I'll be
before,
doing
as
tonight.
I have told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of God. Most of these things are a part of rock music, aren't they? And we fill our minds up with these things that God hates. How can we ever expect to please God or to glorify Christ? Here's a song. Here's a song by the Eagles. Used to be one of my favorite songs. One of these nights. But listen to the lyrics. The full moon is calling, the fever is high, the wicked wind whispers and moans. You've got your demons, you've got desires.
The wind's horny.
I've got a few of my own. And later on the words go on. I've been searching for the daughter of the devil himself. I've been searching for an angel in white. I've been looking for a woman who's a little of both. I can feel her, but she's nowhere in sight. Is that godly? And listen to these titles. Listen how many of them have something to do with Satanism or the occult. Sympathy for the Devil,
Song sounds
Dancing
awesome.
with Mr. D by the Rolling Stones. Devil's Den and Dance with the Dragon by Jefferson Starship. Evil Ways and Soul Sacrifice
What's
by
wrong with
Santana.
dragons?
And listen to these by the rock group AC/DC. Rock and Roll Damnation, Let There Be Rock, Highway to Hell, and this is my favorite right here. Hell
Highway
is
to
a
Hell.
bad place to be. What about those of you who are buying Kiss albums? 12 years old and younger. 3 of their albums are entitled Hotter Than Hell, Dressed to Kill, and Destroyer. And I've seen little kids wearing Kiss t-shirts. Captain and Tennille have even tried to change their images with songs like, You Need a Woman Tonight. You've never done it like that. Don't forget Rod Stewart. Do you think I'm sexy? Passion.
Rod.
Tonight's the night.
He's fucking horny.
And you might
Get
be
over
sitting there
it.
thinking, hey man, I don't listen to that stuff. I mean, I don't buy Kiss. Well, that's great. But I think you better look at your albums. If 3 or 4, or if only one song promotes sin, then that's what the author is promoting. And if we buy those albums, every album we buy encourages that artist to keep putting out that kind of music. Even Barry Manilow wrote in one of his hits, Could It Be Magic? Come into my arms and let me know the wonder of all of you. And he's supposed to be mild.
Yeah, come into my
I go to
arms.
school with most of you.
That's where I
The other
love the
kids at
come to
school know
be.
that I'm a Christian.
More
But
than
if they
anywhere
don't see me
else.
acting any different than they act, then what are they going to think? And if my music is no different than theirs, then they're going to say, Christianity's no big deal. He's no different than anybody else. I can take it. I can take it or leave it. Each one of us is an advertisement for Jesus Christ. The friends we go to school with and the ones in our neighborhood, will they accept the message that our lives are advertising? Christians should be different. Different in what we say, different in where we go, different in how we dress, different in what we do, different in what we don't do. And shouldn't our music be different also? How can we think or concentrate on pure and good thoughts when the driving beat is pumping our minds full of sinful thoughts and our bodies full of sinful movements? Jesus Christ said,
That's
he
hot.
that is not for me is against me.
Tell me more about the sin,
Everything that
Jeff.
we do should be to glorify Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
I want my life and the things I do to be for my Christ and not against my Christ. I've made my decision.
Now, everyone, don't perform any sinful
What's
movements tonight. Be good Christian boys and girls. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. What did you learn? That your body is full of sin. All you're doing is promoting sex and the devil. That Jeff is a fucking square. I feel so much more holier than I did before. I am ready for God to fill me up. Well, we didn't learn much from Jeff. We learned how to speak some English today, so that was great. Did some of you guys enjoy yourselves today? Say yes, I need positive affirmations after that fiasco. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully we'll do this again very soon. I hope you all have a very good night. Bye, everyone.
Son, I really think you should push the button.
button.
Dr. Irma Lester's body was found covered in a vacant lot. WWKO-FM. This is New York area weather from the National Weather Service. Forecast, variable cloudiness, an overnight low in the 50s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, low in the 50s, high near 65. Clear and 60. Relative humidity is 54%. WWKO News, I'm David Parker on 85.7 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't beat it. The feeling you get from Coca-Cola. Can't beat the feeling. Gotta dance through the heat of the day. Hear the beat, it's coming your way. Check these feet and you're gonna say, hey, 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 can't help it. I felt it. Feeling so real, you just got to share it. Bop, bop it. Can't beat the feeling. Can't fight it. Can't hide it. Feeling so good, you just got to share it. Can't beat it. Can't beat the real thing. Oh, yeah. Can't shake it. Can't fake it. Feeling you get from a Coca-Cola. Can't beat it. You can't beat the feeling.
And, as always, I'm watching you sap.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.